Bro, my keybinds is not working. Hello, chat! Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Nyalo, nyalo! I need to adjust the logo. Ah, why am I moving? I'm clicking the logo. There we go. Should it be bigger? There we go. Maybe it's much visible like that. Hi, chat! How are you? Oh, how do I edit like this? Is it filters? Not that one. I hope I can add like a shadow, I guess, but I guess not. But hi! Oh my god, sorry, I'm burping. Ang sarap ng leche plan. Thank you for leaving first, Rilo. Man is streaming. I was in his stream. Tapos ngayon nandito siya sa chat ko. But hi. Let me just have some music in the background. God, this is like my official comeback stream. If you were here yesterday when I streamed Kukiran Kingdom, well, you are a lucky one. But today we're part of what? Today is the start of December. Guys, December na. Can you believe? Can you actually believe though? Um, it's already December. It's the last month of the year. Umabot tayo dito. And I have a busy schedule. You know what? I just realized I should have it here. What's na yun? Schedule. And there we go. I'll upload my calendar here. Penelope. Should be here. There we go. Ayan, December calendar ng ate nyo. Oh, taray. Busy. Okay, I'll explain more of that later on. But something I realized though, since I streamed yesterday, it was a very spontaneous one. I didn't really schedule it and just pinged my Discord as usual. I didn't really yap much how I've been, where I've been. Last time I streamed, I was um in someone else's house streaming Golden Joystick Awards. And now I'm in this house. I only briefly mentioned my internet being shit for 3 weeks. I did explain it already during my Golden Joystick stream. A bit of a catch up, but I can do more catch up now actually. Actually, I'm thinking if I don't know how long will I be yapping before we can continue with the game, but we will be playing Death and Phaeology. If you guys were here during the Hungry Ghost Fest, I already played the demo, but I wasn't able to finish it. So today, the entire stream, other than me catching up and yapping at the start, is just focusing on the game. If we ever finish, and we still have more time, and I feel like streaming still, I will probably do something else that is still related to the Southeast Asia Games Onward event. But first, catching up. I kinda completely forgot how to stream. Like, Uh, hindi prepared. Hindi prepared streamer nyo, but it's fine. That's part of my charm. Also, I'm very distracted by the song in the background. Maybe I should turn it down a bit. Penelope! I could raise him as my own! Why is my mouse gone? What? Suddenly my mouse is gone, huh? Oh, wait, let me just... there we go. I'm like, bitch. There we go. I'm like, gusto ko lang naman hinaan yung music ko. Masyadong malakas. I can't hear myself. the thoughts and prayers. I look up in your eyes. Should be able to hear it still, although it's a bit quieter on my end now. There you go. Ayos ako mahalo. And you love this bean. Get this. Get cheese. Your mouse will come back. Problem. Kinda need to like coax it more. Also gonna turn. Have you tried turning it off and on? But yeah, let me move my reactive. It's like covering chat. How's your night, madam? The night is just getting started. I am fine, I guess. I am eating right now. I'm giving myself some sweet treat. I have leche plan. if I wala akong kape. I usually have coffee if you guys are familiar with how I do the Tinenin stream. I always have coffee. Well, not always, but I usually have coffee and I don't right now. But I'm eating leche plan. So, caffeine, sugar, kinda same, kinda not good as well during like nighttime, but that's fine. It's still good. But how are you, chat? Sorry, I'm eating. If we're gonna just catch up before we go into the game. The night is just getting started. Sounds like an episode of like episode 7 out of 12. I didn't get dinner. Too tired. You should. Maybe you're tired because you haven't had dinner. But yeah, don't forget your meals. I already ate dinner. Dinner is nilaga. Good soup. I've been craving a lot of soup actually. Um, Something I've noticed is, oh, I think it's like, you know what? Maybe it's one of my signs. A bit TMI, but you can't complain because everyone experiences. Well, women experience it. I think it's another sign of my period coming. I guess usually it's just salty food or sugary food. So I start craving chips. I start craving chocolate. But I've been craving soup. I'm like, oh, good soup. Noodles, ramen, nilaga, soup. Tapos hindi share yung sumi. I mean, I won't be sharing my soup. Sorry, it's mine. If it's a good soup, it's mine. Also, that's also the reason I'm eating leche plan right now. I'm into sweets. I usually don't eat a lot of sweet. Ayoko ng ayoko masyado ng matamis usually. Like, I drink my coffee with like 1 spoonful of sugar. I like my food bitter. I hope the music is still like you guys can still hear it. Also, I love your accent. Thanks. I don't wanna hide it. It's the Filipino accent. You can't. I will. Wala. I'm like it's struggling to remove it or like I'm too lazy to speak properly. Movie is good. Music. Yeah. Okay. Also, I feel like I must speak Tagalog more during the Southeast Asian game onwards. Pero, there's another festival I'm part of, which is the Choose Wisely Fest, which is second week of December. I'll be speaking in English more for that festival. Pero pag Southeast Asian, the SIGO, since it's focused on sea countries, I'll just speak Filipino. Kasi, wala lang. Ano ba? C naman eh. Okay lang yan. I have a very on and off accent. I'm a really good Englishero. Mm, I don't know. I don't really notice my accent or it get. I feel like it's more, you can hear it more when I'm like not caring enough about it. I try, but I don't really try hard enough. Also, something ano, I learn instead of learning my how to properly pronounce things or like my accent during university, natutulungan ako mag-Taglish. Sobrang konyo ko, guys. I'm so kalain mo yun naging there's something I hate. I guess hindi naman sa I hate it, but parang akala ko hindi ko mapipick up, and then suddenly I hear myself talking, and I'm like, lo, konyo. Apaka kon yung dati tawa-tawa lang ako, haha, konyo siya. And then suddenly, oh my god, konyo din ako. And I can't really, it's like so easy for me to speak in English with a bit of Tagalog in it. Oh wait, you know what I sound out? Mag-get over how bad is it? What do you mean? What do you sound like? Ako ano, very yellow school. I mean, I've rebelled already. I mean, it's in my card where I graduated and what course I graduated. Pero yeah, very ano, yellow school. Very toma siya ng ang ano. The way I speak IRL as well. Honestly, the way I stream, it is who I am, you know. Last time I saw you in VC was so long ago, so far, I forgot. Yeah. I haven't been hanging out on like Bayanihan or other VCs, honestly. I've been busy. Ayan, ADHD. I forgot. I'm supposed to like catch up. I'm supposed to catch up with you guys. I haven't been. Is this something I'm so sad about, by the way? Um, I don't have internet. All throughout November, basically. So for 3 weeks, I didn't have internet. So I wasn't able to stream. My analytics is so shit right now. I'm so sad. But yeah, I was able to stream. Usually I stream a lot. Even if I have conventions, I will stream, but I wasn't able to. Um but if you guys need more, I guess, detailed catch up of the other things like the Sanctum Luna table, PGS, when I attended Patrons of the Arts Originals, you can watch my catch up VOD, I guess, on my YouTube channel. But yeah, those things happened. But after Golden Joystick, I continued. Oh, I also streamed during Sanctum Luna Day 3 or Day 2, di ko maalala. But yeah, Day 3, Day 3. Table was fun. Good sales in Sanctum Luna. We might try again in the future, maybe, or I don't know. And then what else? I'm trying to remember my dates. Like, what happened in the following years? Well, years, months, or well, days. Ano ba joystick? I don't, not much, I guess. 20 was golden joystick. I was cramming, from November 24 until November 28-29, I was drawing. If you guys weren't active on Twitter, I've been posting my PHVT gacha for Cosmatsu. If you can or if you wanna pre-order is still open and it's only until December 3. If you guys wanna pre-order charms and pins for the PHVT gacha batch 2. Well, batch 1 is still available if you guys want it as well. But yeah, gacha is out and for pre-order, stickers are exclusive for the actual gacha packets on the day of Cosmatsu. So those are the things I've been busy. Currently, I think by tomorrow I will still be drawing some more designs. Honestly, I'll be just drawing every other day that I'm not streaming. I have a lot of um things I wasn't able to work on since internet was down and I was out a lot throughout November as well. So I wanna draw more. I wanna finish. I have a lot of art to finish. Lot of things to work on. And other than that, yeah, festivals. I've been answering emails a lot and arranging things for December. Wait, let me read chat. I'm surprised she mostly at night. Yeah, so mostly my schedule is 10 p.m. Philippine time zone. I That is like a good time here in the Tinenin boat house for me to stream, as well as on the internet wise, noise wise, and the activity, I guess, for chat. I guess people got so used to all 3 years, guys. I've been consistent for 2 years now, I guess, of like streaming at 10 p.m. onwards. More on this year actually, since I graduated univ. I like how you just remind me of Cosmania nostalgia. Oh, yay! Also, is that a paper boat that you had? Yes, the paper boat is one of my key details of my character. I actually have a paper boat um paper boat hat lore. If you guys wanna look for it on my YouTube. Actually, do I have a command for it? I should. I think I should have set it up. Wait, let me double check. If I remember correctly, I have a command for the paper boat hat lore, pero I can't remember what is the command. I have a lore about it already posted, and it's actually my first lore that I was able to post. I wish a lot of people have seen it more, I guess. So you're a warrior of a very special kind. Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't have a command for it. I should make one. I have a. I think I have a channel points redeem of me watching it with chat if you guys redeem it. But I don't have an actual command linking it to chat. I should. I should. Wait, let me go to my channel. I have a YouTube channel. You guys should definitely sub to that. I should pin it as well. But it's a us to escape to you both. You could hide the trees. There's enough boat hat. There we go. This is my third year anniversary video. Too good to be true. There we go. To see their pass up and all these food. Um, I was planning to go to Christmas, so per straight I have to go friends anymore. I have no friends anymore to go with ever. You don't really have to go. Well, it's good to be with friends, but what is stopping you on attending events alone? It's a convention, I guess. I don't know. That's not really something that should stop you. I don't know what happened with your friends, but it's good to spend time with yourself as well. I do attend things alone as well. I just prefer with friends, but I can go around alone as well. There's a lot of more people you can meet up as well. Maybe you'll find new friends during conventions. I've been addicted to the It franchise recently, and that both reminded me of the clown. Oh, yeah, I guess that is one of the key aspects of the movie as well. The boat, paper boat in the sewers. But yeah, it's so blur. You just stand there. Well, girl, you just don't know how to go in a convention. I guess I don't know what to tell you. I can go in a convention alone and I'm having fun. Sorry if you can't find fun by yourself. You need other people. Wait, my dog is calling me. Cosmania was my first, and Maso will be your second. go enjoy it by yourself. There's a lot of things you can go. I don't know. Don't sorry, I might be like a bit mean or I don't know with my tone, but mm, you're making this harder for yourself. There's more people who attends convention alone. They tend to like hang around or meet artists. Go to booths, watch shows. There are specific activities on conventions in it. Like, what are you complaining about? I mean, I get that it's better to have friends circling, but honestly, you can't really enjoy conventions when you're with friends because they usually tend to go on a specific place or just stay on one place. When you're alone, you can roam around more. There's more perks in being alone than being with a lot of people, okay? I'm saying this in a perspective of someone who roamed around in convention with little people. If I only have two or three people, we can go around better. We tend to visit booths, my friends, or well, not really friends, more like people I know. So artist alley, the booths, and then we watch shows, activities, cause PH events is literally in SMX MOA. You can go to the mall. Like there's a lot of place you can explore, IKEA is right there. Entertain yourself. You don't need other people, okay? But chat, go check out the sea. Biglang ganun. But yeah, go check out Southeast Asian Game Onwards. This is my first year. Hopefully next year I'm part of it again. But there's a lot of Southeast Asian developers and publishers part of the event. You guys should check it out. Wishlist the games, support developers, share them. If you have played some of them or bought it yourself, um you should definitely review the games because it helped the developers and publishers like supporting those games by just reviewing them. It boosts up their algorithm in Steam and those kind of things. So I hope you guys check out a lot of these games. I won't be able to play a lot of them. Some of them only, and most of them are like games I played before. Oh well, actually hindi naman. I think that and Theology is only one of them. A lot of the other games are like new, I guess. I have another game from the same developer of that and Theology, but that is scheduled like fourth week, third week of December. So yeah, another visual novel. Actually, we'll be playing a lot of visual novel for December since I'm also part of the Choose Wisely Festival, which is a um narrative focus where you are choosing your own path, um kind of games specific. Those are exciting. Although, bakit pag narrative games na choose your path, puro horror? Like, can we have cozy games in the narrative choose your path side? I don't want that. A lot of the emails I got are like, it's a horror psychology. Wanna check out our game? Like, I appreciate it, but I'm not good at horror games. Halata ayaw I give up lost to your thoughts. Halata ayaw niya horror. Yeah, I'm not a big horror enthusiast. I do enjoy watching people play it. If you guys remember my Hungry Ghost Fest coverage, I was struggling a bit during that festival, but I did play a lot of things. I made other people play things for me as well. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing more horror games soon. I might touch on maybe, I guess. Something that ayoko na jump scare. I'm so tired of jump scares. You enjoy watching people feel pain. Maybe. The thing is, pag ako yung naglalaro ng horror games, it won't progress. Like, we will be stuck here. I will be pausing the game constantly. But yeah. So yeah, please support Southeast Asian Games Onward participants. There's a lot of people streaming, even in Bayanihan. I will be actually playing with members of the or well participants of the SIGO 2025 on Friday. We'll be playing It the Rich with them. I was able to persuade some people, I guess, to play It Reach with me. That they are also part of the event. That's one of my scheduled things. So there's a lot of people streaming in Bayanihan who is part of the event. So I hope you guys also show them some support. Let me do exclamation point Bayanihan. But yeah, I've been yapping for 30 minutes. We should probably start gaming. It's nobody, nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Okay, let me turn off Spotify. Um, we might experience a bit of a scuff while I'm loading up that and Theology. It's launching. Hopefully, it doesn't break. But yeah. This is just the demo of the game. The game is still not out. I don't think they did any updates since I last played this, but we will be restarting since completely forgot how the game was the last time I tried it. I do want to adjust some things. Windows. Oh, resolution. There we go. Pom 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 pom. Let me switch this. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go. Let's rush away with the way we go. Oh my god, I forgot how to stream. What was that circle behind you? The yellow, huh? The what? Which one, huh? What are you seeing that I can't? Why is it not showing up? There we go. Let's run away in the Are you talking about the scrolling the scrolling art that I did? Are you talking about the star? Hindi ko nakikita kung gumagana yung volumes ng game. Hopefully it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a bit loud. Okay, okay. It loud. Yeah, I'ma adjust it. Listen, the way we go. I'm gonna have a new game since ayun nga, I completely forgot how the game works. I do remember a bit of a plot of it, but not entirely. Okay. I hope I can see chat. Kasi hindi ako masyadong malapit sa mic. Pero yeah, I can have the game lower. Oh, actually, it's a bit loud on my ears then. Gonna be like quiet naman ngayon. Ah, okay. New game. What is your name? Oh my god, it's doxing me. It's a lot of reading, by the way. Grading first year assignments can be such an exercise in patience. I also remind myself that philology is a relatively recent science, only a couple of decades old. This university, the only philology university in the whole country, was just finished being built in 1905. It is still barely acknowledged in the academic field. More, im- More importantly, I've got to keep in mind that children inherit their parents' prejudice and misconceptions. Sometimes it's straight up not sending in chat. Maybe that is just Stitch mobile eyes. The human world has formed its own notion of fairies. Alas, I find myself unable to suppress a big sigh every time I read references to poisoned apples ushering princesses into eternal sleep. A reference to the cocktail fairies is one I can understand, since it was quite the sensation not too long ago. Another dog is calling me. Although it would be clear in the eyes of renowned philologists that the photographs are mere imitations. A pity that Sir Doyle was taken in by it. I also take a break. Sorry, wait. Demanding naman, milkshake. What dog breed is that? That's the thing I don't know. A white one. Is if you don't mind me asking question, how did you get your name? Tinenin? Tinenin is a nickname given by a high school friend, and it's basically a ringtone. It's a nickname since Tin is really my IRL nickname, and someone made Tinenin since it's a ringtone in high school, and then it just stuck, I guess, and I use it as my username in a lot of things, including my VTuber name, I guess. And yeah, so it's not really far off in my IRL name. The greeting session today has taken me quite a tangent. My beloved Oz. I suppose having a fairy companion does give one nakakagulat yung notification ng Twitch is allowed. I suppose having a fairy companion does give one an advantage in identifying genuine fairies. Hello Sakanog, thank you for the slurp redeem. Let me finish I have like a soda. I have Coke. Let me finish it. And then let me slurp more water. Because I'm still eating leche plan. Makakaubos na ako ng kalahati ng leche plan. Everyone else, please hydrate. Because water is important. Also, I'm like avoiding cold water now. Since I think I'll be streaming a lot, I wanna rest my voice. Since I'm not streaming for 3 weeks, can be like a huge change after if I do streams again. When you said Tinenin it sounded like an actual ringtone since you didn't press space. But you said it, so it went Tinenin is I suppose having a fairy companion does give one advantage in identifying genuine fairies. I'd say a break is in order, wouldn't you, Oz? Oz responds through chills that I've learned to interpret over the decades I've known them. It's cuttingly fairies again? Yes, and the princess's eternal slumber due to poisoned apples. We don't care much for human princesses, but making poisoned apples is rather an easy feat. Shall I turn one of them into a toad in front of the whole class to show that Fae folk is capable of more than that? At the same time, showing them that not all fairies are a friendly bunch? I can't help but chuckle at the thought of that. I believe some might just quit the same day if you do that. Besides, if other Phaeologies get a hold of your existence, who knows what they'll do to you? Chances are, chances are high those people will try to pin you to a corkboard and how do you read that? Vivisect you? I will never let that happen. I've always appreciated you pursuing phrenology to ensure that. This is the least I could do. We've known each other since I was 7. You've saved me countless times since then. Well, you could have let me bleed to death when you found me. I would never. I can hear a delightful melody of church laced with a touch of whimsy, which makes me feel just a tad fizzy. It seems that even the laugh of a fairy possesses some magical quality. While you are on a break, isn't there something else on your agenda this afternoon? Right, Mr. Hackle's letter. Thanks for reminding me. I retrieved the letter from my patron from a desk drawer. I lean back on my chair and read the missive aloud to myself. Dear Tinenin, how long are you going to keep me in suspense? Will you or will you not accompany me to this year's Lions Gala? You can do a lot worse than forgetting your boring books from a moment in favor of willing away an evening with a champagne and canapes and invigorating company. And when I say invigorating, I'm not speaking of those old sods with deep pockets ready to be exploited by way of funding grants for your research. I'm speaking, of course, of yours truly. Do write to me sometimes before Saturday. That's tomorrow's date, isn't it? Oh, I know. My delay in responding is entirely by design. I assure you, I'd hate to be getting the looks from the crowd like I'm a wet blanket. Biology isn't worth my dough, they'd said. Oz's flying chirp is decidedly indignant. I nod to Oz in agreement before returning to Mr. Haeckel's letter. In other news, I've heard that little Ruthie Blight caused a minor ruckus in the city's hottest speakeasy. If your old friend Detective Krause hadn't been in the same area at the time as well, who knows what could have happened. I find myself rather perturbed at this revelation. I would have telephoned Ruthie and asked what the story was, like when we were children. However, for better or for worse, we aren't on a friendly terms anymore. I resume reading my patron's letter. Speaking of the detective, have the two of you been keeping in contact? He gave me the cold shoulder when I crossed paths with him at last week's benefit. I couldn't help assuming that his persistently frosty treatment of me might have had something to do with you. It's unfortunate that the extensive bonds you have with him should end in a rather bitter taste. As you have told me before than once, when it was good, there was nothing else quite like it. Yet, you speak very little of him now, and I find myself wondering if he still holds a place in that guarded heart of yours. The letter is signed. Yours, everlasting, Oscar Heckel. Oh, yours everlasting. Well, I've kept Mr. Heckel waiting long enough. I press a pen to a fresh sheet of paper to commence crafting a response. Just then, a familiar rhythmic rapping pierces the silence. I glance in the direction of Oz, but they are nowhere to be seen. Oz must have camouflaged themselves in a heartbeat. I put Mr. Heckel's letter in the drawer before calling out. Come in, Minnie. My assistant My assistant enters the office. She's careful to snap the door shut behind her. Professor? Yes, Minnie? Were you talking to yourself again? That's right. You know me. I see. Sometimes I wonder what she must have thought that while hearing the mumbling sounds of me speaking with us. But she knows when not to poke her nose into things. One of the things I like about her. And also what makes her the bee's knees when it comes to being an assistant. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's here. Who? That police detective from the newspapers. Police detective? Even as I echo these two words, there's a sinking feeling in my stomach. You know, the man who made you crumple the papers and toss them into the trash can. In the end, we had to stop our subscriptions for the dailies. Detective Theodore Kraus? Yes, that's the one. Knowing Theo is here makes my world go momentarily off count. It's as if, by the magic of the fairy tales I am a lion, the ink in my patron's letter has manifested him into the reception area. Can't you tell him I'm out delivering a lecture on the far side of campus or something? That depends. Is a lie like that going to deter this man? An astute, an astute question. She is truly wise beyond her years. Probably not. He'd happily traverse the entire campus just to torment me, I'm guessing. Alright, let him in. With a brisk nod, Minnie returns to the reception area. I barely have time for a steadying breath before Theo barges in. Rude? He drops a box on my desk right off the bat. What is this? Why is he in my office? Well, look who the cat dragged in. Not even a how do you do? What? Do nicety suddenly mean something to you? I seem to recall you packing your bags and moving out without so much as a goodbye. There was no one to say goodbye to. Didn't you find out I left only a few days later? At least it made it easier for you to live in it. There is a tinge of hurt in his voice that I'm only able to pick up because we lived together for several months. As my mouth struggles to catch the words hanging in the air, I feel the piercing, icy silence creeping in. I ask to break the silence before I freeze. What's in the box? He lets out a deep sigh that rather sounds like a relief. There's things that somehow you didn't take with you when you left. Even that oddly crafted handkerchief you loved so much. That handkerchief was a gift for you! I see the corner of his mouth twitch. He's lying. What should I do with this information? I quickly stretch out my hand to the box, yet he's just as fast in catching my wrist before I can open it. I withdrew my hand from his grip swiftly, like a startled bird soaring into the sky. That truly caught me off guard. Hey, tension. I've forgotten what his hand feels like. Oh god! Ayo! I was only kidding, although you really hadn't changed much, have you? You just went straight for it. He sounds amused and slightly pleased, as if he just confirmed the accuracy of one of his deductions. Neither have you. I threw all of it away right after you vanished, he says with a subtle squint in his left eye, under a lying tell of his. I can't help but sigh at his antics. Of course you did. So, what's really in the box? Wanna take a guess? I do have an idea. Knowing him, he'd sooner face the whole Al Capone gang by himself and take their bullets before coming to visit me. This must this must be way more important than our poignant history. Case evidence? I've seen boxes like this one before, but never one quite so large. It's really a big case, isn't it? He nods. The biggest of my career. And to come to me of all people, you must be at your wits' end about this. He looks away, as if trying to hide how galling the circumstances at hand are. Should be told, I'd rather face the whole Al Capone gang and take their bullets than have to see you again. Oh my god, it's the same thing. Gee, that stings a little. So why would you hold on a minute? You think this has some sort of connection to fairies? He flicks his tongue in exasperation. Oh my! It seems I've hit the bullseye. We stopped talking about fairies at some point when we were still together. Those talks always led to a heated discussion, and then into arguments because nothing I could say could change his skepticism towards mythical beings. This is certainly the chance to tease him about it, though it might be unwise, considering the emotional peril he must have gone through to get here. What should I do next? Oh, this must be killing you, Mister. I don't believe in things I can't see. He lets out a loud, sharp exhale, this time with a touch of indignation. Dry up, will you? I still don't believe they exist. I've been running around in circles with this case. For all I know, the perpetrators could just be magicians playing tricks. But then I remember the crazy stuff a loony of a formerly betrothed once told me, and my hunch got stronger. And I ended up here. They were engaged! Seems like I touched a nerve. Deserve ka pa rin yung teasing. He must have been under a lot of pressure. He talks a blue streak like this. The case must be beyond big. My mistake. Guess I got a little carried away there. So, what makes this case so significant? Why do you think it relates to fairies? Are you even allowed to tell me? I hear the sound of a chuckle under the breath like a bolt from the blue. For a brief moment, his gaze on mine seems to revert to how it used to be, until the seriousness returns to his face. First things first, since I'm leading the investigation, I do have some discussion on what details to divulge and to whom. That is, if the confidant can bring value to the investigation. And I've known you for a fact that you can be discreet. Still, I must ask you to sworn secrecy on this matter. You've got it. So tell me about the case. What does it seem to be of paramount importance? It's a multiple murder case, potentially perpetrated by a single culprit. The victims are chiefly middle-aged women residing north of the city. They are from old money families, the types that make regular appearances at high society events. I see. Huh, no wonder you're all tense up. You're telling me. Chief took me off every other case and insisted I put all my time and effort into this. It's only a matter of time until the press catches wind and makes a circus of everything. And with some of the victims' fictional manners of death, he pauses. This is where the fairies came in. He silently stares and then sighs. I swear, I must be losing my mind. You've got this. Now he draws in a long, deep breath. Three of the victims had a manner of death that the unit had never seen or heard of before. The strangest case is the one where the body seemingly hardened into bony tissue overnight. Her corpse almost looked like a carved wooden statue. Oh, I heard of something like that before. Of course you have. I frown at him. Don't start now. He clears his throat abashedly. Without finding out what caused his deaths, and more importantly who did this, the press could spin the stories out of control. I don't want to imagine the look on victims' families' faces if and when the papers are making a razz of this poor woman's death. Besides, what kinds of depraved, sick bastard goes around murdering women in such a way? This city is already running on fumes. Crime is becoming more rampant day by day. People shouldn't have to look over their shoulder every night. It's no way to live. Even as he lapses into silence, I say nothing. It's not just the city. The rise in crime is bleeding him dry too. Yet, I am unsure of what words could suit those who are fighting it on the front line. I've never been where they are. The frown lines between his eyebrows grow deeper. Considering the victim's background, having these murders being exaggerated in papers would pressure the families to insist on closing the case as soon as possible, no matter the cost. no matter who's to blame. You're right. Innocent people are going to bear the burnt for this. This is a terrible situation. I feel my stomach churning, my arms crossed on instinct, trying to hold my own disquietude in place. Is there anything you can do? I'm just a one man. Try as I might, I can't keep those rotten police brass from lining their pockets. Nothing but a pack of lowlifes in high places. He exhales sharply, his voice laced with contempt. Then he fell into silence yet again. Similarly, words seem to have abandoned me, as I can shake this feeling of helplessness crawling under my skin. After a minute, he meets my eyes once more. Well, you're a good listener, better than most. He curls his lips into almost a smile. I don't mind at all. Thanks. He clears his throat once more. Alright, let's go on to brass tacks. This box includes case files, crime scene photos, and a couple of blood samples, which I was able to request to bring to you, and several other pieces of evidence. Other than the strange manner of deaths I've said, forensics was puzzled too by the blood samples. How so? One of them doesn't contain iron. That's interesting. Nothing surprises you, does it? Well, about this peculiarity, I bring up something from my fairy books, but you'd always find a way to deny it. You're right about that. I'm still investigating the possibility of unknown drugs or poison that somehow caused these oddities. But I'd be a fool to not go after my hunches and look into all possibilities. What about robbery? It's ruled out. No fingerprints, no evidence of breaking in, nothing had been stolen. And motives? Revenge? We're still interviewing the city elites, looking for the possible motives. But it takes time. You know how it is. Yes, of course. They are very busy. Speaking of city elites, I know people who can be very helpful in getting some inside information. His expression turns sour at full tilt. Who? That man? I said people, but yes, that man will be particularly helpful in this matter. He scoffs brazenly and doesn't even try to hide it. Even at the first meeting with Mr. Haeckel, there was some inexplicable tension between the two. Tia said something about Mr. Haeckel feeling off and always hated it whenever it had something to do with him. Though, it must just be jealousy in disguise. You know, I'm right. I'm right. Even if he's barely in the newspapers, he's most likely at the pinnacle of high society. And I don't think he'll mind if I ask him a few things about this. Why, of course, he always got a soft spot for you. Hell, he's probably carrying a torch for you a long time. Ano? Well, hell, he's probably carrying a torch for you for a long time, judging by the way he follows you everywhere. Well, he happened to be interested in theology and has a lot of money to allow its development. Look at you, all ready to defend him. What are you two, an item now? I must have steered this reunion right back to where we were months ago by bringing up Mr. Haeckel, but it was necessary to mention him. I don't know anybody else who would have that much information about high society. Besides, there has never really been anything. Even if we did go to fundraising events together from time to time, it was strictly business. Yet again, Theo seems to lose his reasons whenever we talk about Mr. Haeckel. I don't have the time or the energy to argue with him. What should I do? We are not anything. We go to fundraising events from time to time, but these are work. I've got to get money for my research from somewhere. Our relationship is strictly business. He gives me a dirty look. Sure, I believe you. No, he doesn't. Besides, what I do with him is none of your beeswax. His voice became even more irritated. That's right. It's not my concern. Do whatever you want with him. Just make sure he can keep his mouth shut about the case. I can't help but groan at this turn of events. I will. Well, we are the subject of useful allies. You mentioned before about blood that doesn't contain iron. I can take the blood samples to the university chemist. She's good at what she does. And she's from a rich family. She might know some of the victims of their families, at least. I'll trust your judgment. I take it this is your agreeing to help with the case. That's right. There are lives at stake. He let out a soft smile, as though in a quiet agreement with what I said. Thank you. Well, if you think it'll be helpful, you can even ask the people you mentioned what they know using the evidence items. But the case files are for your eyes only. Understood? He has fallen silent somehow, leaving an uncomfortable hush in the air once more. Suddenly, a realization comes to mind. Does this mean you'd be willing to hear about fairies? About theology? That depends. If this was indeed fairy doings, and if through your investigation you can provide solid theories on three things: the culprit, their methods of murder, and their motives, supported by evidence, of course, I'm sticking with the idea that there's a logical explanation, an earthly one, for now. Fair enough. I'd wager that you know we have approximately 24 hours to get some sort of answer. An answer that makes sense. I can feel the papers are close to getting the story. While you are investigating this lead, I'll look further into unusual drugs and poisons. How about it, Phaeologies? Do you dare take on this challenge? Do I? Even without being challenged, I'll still help you, you know? He stares at me impassively. Of course I know. Well, if you need anything from me, you can just ring me. Very well. But you need to promise me that you'll not just hear me out, but also keep an open mind on fairy topics if I succeed in what you ask. I promise. But I can promise not to scoff from time to time. That's good enough. I asked to get going. Maybe this will be an opportunity for you to increase Phaeology's credibility in the eyes of the academics. Maybe. Seems like some detective has been following the tiny part of the Phaeology in the newspaper. Says you, the one who had to stop the daily paper subscription just because some detective kept getting the headlines. How do you? Before I could finish, he had walked towards the door and opened it. See you later. See you tomorrow around the same time. Oh god. Here we go. The door closed. Hey! I exclaimed with a hint of frustration. After some thought, I realized that he must have noticed the missing newspaper on my desk and my assistant's. Reading papers was part of my daily routine when we were together. I can only shake my head in disbelief. He hasn't changed much either. As I'm reminiscing about a few moments of our past relationship, odds reveals themselves again, now that we are all alone. It was quite a reunion. It was quite a reunion indeed. He hasn't changed at all, has he? I suppose. Although you don't have an obligation to help him. I know, but I've already agreed. Very well. Just don't overwork yourself. Yeah, thanks, Oz. I find myself slowly drifting into thoughts. A victim's manner of death, hardening into bone tissue, could be one of the fairy curses. Ossification. If only I could ask Oz whether a fairy was behind this. And which one. But it is not that simple. Even if they are my longtime companion, fairies have their own rules about exchanging favors, and they are secretive about their land too. A favor like that doesn't come cheap. At least I'm stuck up on milk and honey for a small request. Speaking of request, I should get started on a reply to my patron's letter. For some reason, he seems to be more insistent this time that I come with him to the gala. I retrieve a paper and a pen, and I mumble myself as I write. Dear Mr. Hackle, I hope your recent forays into high society have proven more fruitful than they have been. Should I be hyperbolic? Be realistic. More fruitful than they have in the half of decade or so you've been alive. If it or not, I have been considering whether the merits of trying to impress the wealthiest folk of the city outweigh the obvious indignities. You first brought up the possibility of my accompanying to the annual Lions Gala a couple of months ago, and I'm still weighing my options. How do I want to play this? You shall know my answer definitively if you find me on your arm on the evening of the event. About Ruthie, I can say I'm surprised to hear about her latest flirtations with disaster. Since we were both toddlers, she frequently found herself in trouble. Her fiery personality certainly doesn't help her get out of quarrels. I would love to telephone her and ask how she's doing, but we drifted apart a long time ago. Nevertheless, I'm glad to hear that Theo was there to smooth things over for her. I'm now arrived at the topic of Theo, or Detective Gauss, as my patron refers. I suppose his query was meant to uncover whether I still care for Theo. Burp. How should I answer? As for Theo, I've long since stopped dwelling on him. I've thought of him and I as a relic of the past, and I feel no regret in having ended it when I did. Upon signing off, I sealed the letter with wax. Then I turned toward my trusted fairy. Oz, can I please trouble you with something? You want me to deliver this letter to your patron, don't you? Indeed, time is of the essence here. As always, please take care not to catch anybody's attention. He'll see it by tomorrow morning, I'm sure. It would be my pleasure. Thank you, Oz. I'm off. I'll see you later today. Bye, Oz. I watch as Oz flits out of my office window and vanishes. Once the Fae is gone, I call my assistant to my office. Yes, Professor? Hold on 1 second. I riffle through the contents of the box. Carefully, I extract the blood samples that Theo mentioned. They appear to be stored in the test tubes. Would you mind asking Dr. Rayford to analyze these blood samples? I'll do that for sure. As I hand the samples to her, I notice that she looks like she wants to say something. Over the 2 years we have been working together, I've picked up a few of her tales. What is it, Minnie? How did it go with the detective? If you don't mind me asking. Oh no, not at all. He's the same as always. There's lingering beef, of course, but we've sort of managed to put it aside for something more important. He has brought me a rather significant case that he suspects might have some supernatural elements, as hard as it was for him to admit it. Oh, good for him! I can't help but grin at her remark. I'm glad it didn't end in a shouting match at least. Yes, me too. I'll deliver the blood samples now, Professor. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie hurries out. I'm alone in my office again. Remembering the conversation about the case, I'm suddenly engulfed by unexplainable eerie feelings. I should start the investigation right away. Here we go! Drag and drop an item from the inventory to the desk. Wait, I need water. Okay. Select an item in the records, then press the icon to open the inspector and read insights we've gathered. Hover the magnifying glass above an evidence to access the information and see the details in it. Wait, let me increase the volume of the game for you guys at least. Use the black light to see invisible things. Read the encyclopedia to gain additional information. Press the button to end the investigation. Um. Oh, where is the encyclopedia though? The cases, tools. let's read the encyclopedia first. Fae and insects. Some phaeologies have applied Darwin's theory of natural selection to fey kind by putting them in the same genealogical line as insects, especially the what is that? Lepidopterus group, which includes moths and butterflies. This is supported by their similarities to each other. Beneath a species' black light, some species of butterflies can glow by having a chemical known as phosphorus, which fairies also have. Can't read those. Um, this is also a black light. The similarities of fairy kind to insects, as well as birds and other in the animal kingdom, manifest in terms of the variance of fairies' magical abilities. One magical skill possessed by some fae is transfiguration, which is similar to metamorphosis. Wielders of transfigurative spells can make themselves or fellow fae take on another form, including appearing human. Many high faes have heightened powers of suggestion through the emission of toxins capable of causing hypnosis or illusions. Although quite rare, some high faes can transform living beings into solid objects such as stone or bone. Oh. Another example of fey magic is invincibility. Invisibility, which is similar to camouflage. There may be other types of magical powers that have not yet been documented. Fey faction and conflict. There are two main factions of High Fae, the Scribes and the Warriors. The Scribes are known for their defensive magic and their intelligence. The Warriors are known for their power and their offensive magic. Meanwhile, the Low Fae faction is comprised of Faes with limited parasitic magic. They are they are a widely maligned species that like to consume human blood, hormones, and even souls. The history of Fae class conflict is not very well documented. It appears that there are quarrels between these factions as there is a certain level of disdain for the other faction. However, disputes also occur between fairies of the same faction. Nonetheless, both factions of High Fae deem parasites despicable low Fae due to the limited and parasitic nature of their magic. Oh, the black light. All fairy kind seem to be weak against iron, although a small amount of iron, such as in meat or blood, does not seem to ward off fairies. Historically, cold iron was often forged as weapons and used to repel fairy magic. The intricate use of iron combined with physics and chemistry is applied by phaeologies to have developed as a special black light to detect and distinguish the magical essence of the three main types of fae. Can't read that, but this is essentially it. Beneath the black light, scribe magic appears blue, warrior magic is red, and parasitic magic purple or violet. sustained black light illumination on an object imbued with fairy magic may reveal intricate the details of certain complex spells. So this is the color. I should take note of this. I remember I took note of it last time I played the game, but I kind of forgot now. Um, Grabe, meron pa akong ano dito. Mga sinulat ko. Ayun! I have my notes here. Okay. Let me have my pencil as well. I'm not good at taking notes, huh? Okay. So let's go back to taking notes from the start. So they are similar. The fairies are similar to birds, insects, and other animals. Um, they have metamorphosis, which means they can transform. Um, they can do hypnosis or power of suggestion. Oh, I didn't mention to chat or even on my sock. Well, I did mention it on my sockman that I was bitten by my dog. Nothing bad. I didn't have to go to hospital or anything, but I just saw the bruises right now. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. I think I haven't mentioned it to chat. Hypnosis. Muffin bit me. I'm fine though. There are high face. Invisibility is another power. High face are the scribes. And the warriors. Um, Defensive magic. Magic. And the other one is offensive. Lower faction or the lower phase are parasitic magic, malign species. They have they have conflicts between each other. The black light detects them. Scribe is blue. Warrior is red. Parasitic is purple or violet, whichever you wanna call it, I guess. And then it will illuminate persistently. Well, an item will illuminate persistently, I guess, if there's like imbued by magic. Okay. This is a description of the scribe fairies. The scribes are high fays who are capable of expressing benevolence and kindness that is similar to humans' kindness, and they tend to be friendlier to humans. However, this kindness is only shown in the form of favor exchanges, and they do not go out of their way to help others like humans would. Describe magics that assist humans is contingent upon the favor that humans deliver to them. Mm. For example, some scribe fae may use their magic to give blessings to humans who have done very special favors or boons for them via inheritable invisible markings such as sigils or birthmarks. These blessings can last through generations. The rumored Fae Touch bloodlines have become wealthy and powerful through the decades that they have been favored. However, they may also use their magic as a curse, sometimes even deadly, if they feel offended or insulted. Some scribe fairies are also prone to pranks and mischief when they are bored. Okay, don't let the scribes be bored then. Warrior fairies. The high face of the warrior fairies are frequently reside in groups and are territorial. They are protective of their troops and tend to be unfriendly towards outsiders, especially if they come from the Strive faction or are humans. They will smite anyone who interferes with their group. Humans entering their territory, even if accidentally, may face elimination through the warrior's offensive magic, smiting. Although fairy warriors typically remain within their own kind and seldom ventures beyond the boundaries of the fairy realm, they are known for their aggressive temperament and volatile disposition. Caution is strongly advised when encountering and interacting with those beings. Okay, where here goes parasitic fairies. Fairies with limited magic consistently need to feed off other sources of energy, mostly drained from humans, such as blood, hormones, emotions, and life force. However, the mechanism and the rates at which these drainage processes occur are greatly varied. Notable incident: Changeling. There are unconfirmed rumors that some high fays like to capture humans and bring them into the fairyland for purpose such as forced reproduction, servitude, ritualized combat for their amusement, and so on. The fairies leave changelings behind to mask their absence. Sorry if I'm reading the book, but I'm kinda interested on the lore of the story. A changeling is composed of several fae, typically of the parasitic type, magically transformed to look almost exactly like an abducted human. Oh. Oh, they have like uneven like the numbers of the hand. Due to the complexity of the Fey magic required to create a changeling, the enchantment almost always goes awry. Anomalies common among changelings include an extra fingers or an extra toe. Nearby heat conductors such as small metallic objects have also been known to repel or to warp the magic creating changelings. Okay, that's everything. We can continue we can start off with the things we already have. This is case file number 1. Ah, wait lang. Let me restart. Name: Henri Woolbridge. Age: 51 years old. Manner of death: hardening into bony tissue. From afar, the corpse looks like a carved wooden statue. Time of death: around 1 p.m. Victim profile: an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Police report: the victim reported hearing strange noises and seeing strange phenomena in the days immediately preceding her death. The interviewing officer suspected due to the victim's strange behavior involvement in occult matters. Forensic report: no traces of drugs or poison from what could be extracted from the body. Further autopsies is still in progress due to the victim's manner of death. Woodridge. Now that's a familiar name. Okay, so victim number 1 is name with the last name of Woodridge. Woodridge. Ayan, Audrey. The first victim's crime scene. This is the first time I encounter something that could be ossification. I feel sick to my stomach. No one deserves to die like this. Something's odd with her fingers. Let's try with this. Oh, it's not going out. So, does she have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, oo nga, sobra siya. Victim 1. Too many fingers. Ossification. This is the second one. Susan Moore, victim number 2. Moore. Manner of death: refusing to drink anything but her own blood. Time of death: around 11 a.m. This one is 1 p.m. The other one is 11 a.m. This one's 11 a.m. And like drinking blood. Drinking her own blood. Victim's profile: an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Police report: the victim's mother reported that the victim was suffering from a prolonged paranoid episode in the days leading to her death, similar to the first one. Specifically, the victim was acting erratically and saying strange things. Despite the manner of death, there are no signs of dehydration or hemochromatosis, no traces of drugs or poisons. Blood type: unknown. Other blood-related investigations are underway. I think this is one of their blood being like doesn't have iron in it. Note: blood does not contain iron. There we go. No iron. This seems to be the second victim's crime scene. Her complexion is not quite the pale hue of death, far paler than should be possible, almost jade of color. Something's odd with her fingers. Does she have like 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, she have too many fingers as well. Too many fingers. Are I forgot, are all of them like parasitic ones? That like are all of them changelings? Case file number 3. Bro, there we go. Victim number 3. This one is Niblet. Edna Niblet, age 64 years old. Manner of death, gnawing on her fingers down to the bone. Oh, fingers. Eating. Eating their fingers. This one is like 10 a.m. Victim profile, an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. A friend of the victim reported that she visited the victim's residence to drop off an invitation shortly prior to the victim's death. The friend also wanted to check on the victim's well-being as she had allegedly been acting strangely at a party the night before. According to the friend, she witnessed an emotionally charged conversation between the victim and a young factory girl. However, the friend didn't think much of the interaction at the time. At the crime scene, the invitation card dropped off by the friend was seen close to the victim's scarf and was taken in as evidence. No traces of drugs or poison, blood type unknown, other blood related investigations are underway. This one doesn't contain iron as well. No iron. It's the third victim's crime scene. Her fingers. I've seen corpses before, but never like this. There's another strange thing about her fingers. Does she have like too many fingers again? One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, she have too many fingers as well. That's crazy. The last one. Why can't I open it? Ah, there we go. Victim number 4. It's Mary Hatcher. She is the youngest. Youngest. Manner of death, death from shock due to arsenic poisoning. Time of death around 6 p.m. Arsenic poisoning. A young factory girl. She is the factory girl arguing with victim number 3. Factory girl arguing with number 4. Taking notes of this. Despite not fitting the trend of previous victim profiles, she has been preliminary included in this case because she was seen having heated conversation with the third victim shortly before the victim's death. The victim's father described her as not acting like herself in the days before she passed. Shortly before her death, the victim visited the police station. According to the interviewing officer, she seems to be on the brink of confessing something when a look of terror suddenly crossed her face. She then appeared to change her mind. She hurriedly left the station without saying anything further to the interviewing officer. Prior to the death, the victim suffered from violent abdominal cramping followed by diarrhea and vomiting, consistent with the effects of arsenic poisoning. Traces of said poison can be found in blood type A, uh, and the glass she was drinking from the near time of death. Blood contains iron and other elements commonly found in human blood. Okay, so she is human, but she knows something. So she most probably self-exit. This is the fourth victim's crime scene. Poor girl. It's a cruel thing to see youth being stolen so abruptly. Okay, let's check on the other things here. So this middle-aged woman in the colored blouse is the victim. I guess the elderly man in the suit is her father, and the elderly wearing the cardigan is her mother, I suppose. This bespectacled man is perhaps her brother? This one? So this middle-aged woman with the pearls is the victim. I guess the elderly man with facial hair is her father. This elderly woman with the fur collar is her mother. And the man in the darker suit is her brother. Ah. Ah. What is this? Never seen a coin like this. It looks rare. I've seen this makeup powder somewhere recently. It's from Nectar Bell. This must have belonged to one of them. But which? I wonder if the owner likes the box design and carrying it around in her pocket since it's already used up. Perhaps the chemist has some interesting insights since her family owns the brand. Okay, nothing showing when you bring that out. Let me get this other one before we. I know something will show up on this one. Oh, this is the invitation. My patron invited me to this event. I'm still uncertain if I want to attend. Gala. Oh, it's the same gala. Maybe we should go. And the ring. Okay. A wedding ring. Seems to be made of gold. Oh, it's glowing purple. Wedding ring is glowing purple. It's laced with magic. Purple. Okay, now we do this. Oh, not that one. This. Oh. What's happening? It's a bit of red as well. Oh, I've seen this before. This is parasitic Fae. A failed transformation magic? Oh. There is no mistaking it. The structure of the thorax, antenna curvature, elongated leg, they are exactly the same as the parasitic Fae I catalogued several months ago. What happened to you, Fae? Of course, no response is forthcoming. I guess that's everything. We got a parasitic Fae from the coin. That is a glowing red, right? Um, that is the investigation. Oh, it's nighttime. A knock on the door makes me glance up from my desk. I realize the sun has set while I've been absorbed in the investigation. Come in. My assistant enters the office. Let me eat more and let you plan. Dr. Rayford has arrived to drop off the blood samples, and she wants to talk to you. Already? Yes, she's just out the door. I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised at her work speed. Alright, send her in. Minnie nods. Oh my god, another girlie? She returns to the reception area. Oh, it's Madame. She's the one who owns like the powder taste, I guess. The makeup as well. Dr. Florence Rayford enters. It has been only 3 years since she has worked at this university, but she has proven her reliability more often than not. Good evening, Professor. Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Rayford hands over the blood samples. She also gives me her lab report. Here you go. Thank you. So, what have you found? The most peculiar thing is that there's no iron in one of the blood samples. Say, is this fairy related? Her question prompts me to ask myself, so what extent of the case can I divulge to her? They did say that I may ask the patient or her for information using some of the evidence. Although she has knowledge of fairies and their curses, can she handle seeing crime scene photographs? As I return from my thoughts, I notice her voice has taken a higher pitch. This is so exciting! Are you working with the police? Does this mean that we'll get better credibility in the eyes of the public? Oh my, we're going to be in the newspapers, are we? Aren't we? And not on the usual corner spots too. Oh, I can hardly contain myself. It appears she took my silence as a yes. It's good that she's excited about the possibility of advancement for theology, but her cheerful disposition can sometimes be rather overstimulating. As if on cue, a knock on the door arrived to spare me. The specific sound is familiar, more familiar than when my assistant knocks. Special delivery? Oh my god, that's Mr. Oscar Heckel. Ahaha. Ahaha. I guess I understand. Mr. Heckel's hands are empty. And what pray might you be bringing for me? Is it you? Are you the special delivery, Mr. Heckel? If you wish to call me special, then I certainly won't stop you. But I did bring a box of Heckleberry muffins for your office. Minerva was instantly enamored by the buttery scent. She's currently feasting on them. We can only hope she'll leave them up in a place for the rest of us. Oh, hello there, Florence. I didn't expect to see you in this office. Hello, Mr. Heckel. Fancy seeing you here. Although you don't have a habit of making this office your sole stop on campus. She chuckles. That's just because this is where all my money went. A well-spent investment nonetheless. He makes a retort at Dr. Rayford but shows a subtle smile in my direction. How cheeky. So Florence, what's been occupying your time as of late? She looks at me briefly, possibly wondering whether she should tell him about what she did for me. The usual matters, I suppose. I tried asking your father about you at the last soiree. However, he confessed he didn't have the faintest idea. You must tell me more about your chemical research one of these days. The colorful pursuits of you young academics thrill me to no end. You know, I can't share all that much, Mr. Heckel. Unless, of course, you find yourself in a position to become the chemistry department's benefactor, then all of their secrets are yours. A more playful giggle escapes her lips this time. I am afraid I'm all tapped out, financially speaking. Oh, I'm not buying that one, not for a second. He's telling fibs, isn't he, Professor? Well, now, I certainly don't want to get in the middle of the money talk of the rich. I wish I had that information, Doctor. It would make proposing for research much easier, with a bit of delicate leverage, naturally. Mr. Heckel laughs in amusement. I feel I should ask the reason he's here before this conversation takes an odd turn. On another note, Mr. Heckel, did you get my letter? Is that the real reason you dropped by? Upon recalling that I asked Oz to insert the letter into his mailbox only this afternoon, I'm about to retract these questions. Unexpectedly though, he bows his head in assent. Your words have always had this immersive impact on me. Perhaps that is why you are such an effective educator. Whenever I encounter your written language, I long to hear it spoken post-haste. Are you putting a spell on your letters by any chance? I think you are the one with all the spells, Mr. Heckel. Your muffins, for one, have always been successful in getting Minnie's guards down. Oh dear, you two are making me blush. I suppose it's time I take my leave and let you both be. I'm due somewhere shortly. Anyhow. Oh no, that might not be unnecessary. I can't stay long night either. Mr. Heckel lapses into silence as he continues staring into my eyes. Yo! It's difficult to maintain eye contact with him. but even harder to look away. I wonder what I should do. I asked to discuss the case, but both of them seems to be in a hurry. Should I tell Mr. Heckle to return another day, since I need to have an important conversation with Dr. Rayford right away? Or should I dismiss the chemist and meet with my patient now? There are benefits to either choice. Soliciting Dr. Rayford's opinion on the case may be a good idea. She could share more insight on the chemistry side of the case. Her parents own a successful company that produces the powder makeup in evidence. She would also know the social happenings among the wealthy elites. On the other hand, Mr. Heckel is also a viable candidate for an interview. His connection within high society know no bounds. Everybody seems to know him one way or another. He might know things Dr. Rayford doesn't. Since he has been funding my research for a long time, he is also more familiar with fairy topics. Whom should I interview? I want to talk to the doctor more, I guess, with the blood and the powder. Um, I hope this doesn't derail the investigation if we focus one or the other. Dr. Rayford, would you mind staying a little longer? I'd like to hear your opinion about something. Dr. Rayford glances at me, and then at Mr. Heckle, and then back at me with a glimmer of mischief in her smile. Are you sure, Professor? I let out a resigned sigh. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to deal with her teasing. Yes. When I address my own patron once more, regret colors my tone. Mr. Heckle, would you mind coming back another day? I have something crucial to discuss with the doctor at present. Of course, I understand your scientific pursuits precede all else. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for dropping off those muffins. He only replies with a smile. I'll see you soon, right? As soon as possible, I promise. Mr. Hackle and Dr. Rayford exchange brief goodbyes. My patient then departs. I'm alone with the chemist again. Here we go. Back to the investigation, hopefully. Doctor, I might need your further assistance regarding the blood samples and also something more pressing. So it is true you are working with the police? I suppose. Detective Kraus consulted me this morning about an ongoing criminal case. Oh, do I sense some old flame flickering back to life? Your eyes are tricking you, Doctor. It has been ashes for a long time now. Nothing has changed. There is a hint of disbelief in her eyes, but I won't indulge in her playful teasing as there is more important matter at hand. I clear my throat. So, I would like to ask you for information as you may be acquainted with some of the victims or their friends and families. Alright, I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, although I do need your sworn secrecy on this. Of course, I'm adept at keeping secrets. You need not worry. Those samples I analyze are part of the evidence in this case, right? That's right. Let us begin. I tell her the fundamental facts of the case while she listens silently, all the while. When I finish my summations, she has only one word to say to me. Interesting. I found traces of arsenic in this blood sample. Yes, that was reported by forensics team too. One wonders who could have done such a thing to the poor girl. Actually, chemists do sell arsenic to common people to make their own weed killer and rat poison. I haven't done that in some time, not since the university contract. But I'm sure the detective has asked his henchmen to collect purchase records from the chemists all over the city, don't you think? Ah. This is Hatcher, the youngest. This is Niblet. Ah, yes, the most intriguing piece of evidence. It's weird, isn't it, that it doesn't contain iron at all, even though it looks just like human blood. Not to mention the high percentage of phosphorus. Oh! Would you let me know if it ended up being a fairy after all? Only if I'm allowed. Is there any insights from chemistry as to why there would be no iron in a red colored blood? Sadly, no. I'm just as puzzled myself. Okay, so there's traces of there are a lot of phosphorus in it. Um, this is family photograph of the Woolridge. Ah, yes, it was everywhere in the papers when her father married the famous and one of the most beautiful socialites. Ah, the other man here is Mrs. Woolridge's stepbrother. Oh, my stepbrother. Do you know anything about these people? Aside from being fabulously wealthy and well known, not particularly. This is Mrs. Moore and her family. Could you tell me what you know of them? Well, I've heard that when Mrs. Moore's biological parents passed away, she was adopted by her parents' trusted employees. Oh, adopted. From where whom she received a lot of love. These employees couldn't have children, you see. Her biological parents left a substantial inheritance, which she received when she came of age. Then she was married, out of love, to a wealthy entrepreneur. They were hand in hand wherever they went. It's a sad thing. Her luck seemed to slip away just when she needed it most. Dr. Reeford seems to know more about Miss Moore than she let on earlier. While she sounds quite sympathetic, I can somehow sense a hint of jealousy in her voice. Ah. Hmm. I've done my best to put all the details there, although I might have missed something regarding the curious blood sample. Okay, that is the ano. Let's go with this. Ah, my parents' greatest achievement. It's one of the things I wanted to ask you, doctor. I don't know much about makeup. How popular is this powder among high society? The powder has been the craze lately among the upper class since my parents have successfully gotten Mary Pickford to do its advertisement. Well, I'll be. Mm. About the invitation? This is tomorrow's gala. I'll not be going there since the opera is playing. I didn't know you're into opera, doctor. My late husband and I used to go there for one of our date nights. Sadness leaks through her eyes even though her smile stays bright. I hadn't had the faintest idea she'd been married before. Speaking of which, I spotted Detective Kraus at the Met during last month's performance. He appeared to be enjoying the opera, accompanied by an attractive, tall, blonde woman. It was quite an unexpected sight. I never took him for an admirer of opera. Well, that's a new one on me. Can we show this? I guess. I'm not sure if we can show photo of this. Like, how much can we show them? Can we, like, give it to her? My, are you proposing to me, Professor? I'm afraid my heart still belongs to my late husband. I can hear sorrow seeping through her peppy voice. Quietly, I slip the ring back into the box. Oh, we can get info like that? There is no sound to be heard as she stares at the photograph for a little while. I wonder if it's too much for her. Is this Mrs. Woolbridge? It's a little difficult to recognize her because of the... Well, she speaks with her usual sunny lilt, which is quite surprising. I guess she has got a strong stomach. Yes, you're correct. What do you know of her? Everyone knows her and her family, that's pretty sure. They're one of the richest in the city, the elites of the elites. Accordingly, their circle consists only of very select people, such as your patron, I imagine. Oh! Oh, and their family likes to host charity events. Did you ever know her to dabble in occult matters? Unfortunately, what I told you previously is all I know about her. If she did dabble, do you think maybe her manner of death is a result of occult matters? It is certainly a possibility. Oh, yes, I guess we can show photos of this. Mrs. Moore! She seems to recognize the victim quite fast. We met once or twice at a clothing store and exchanged a few pleasantries. Occasionally, I will see her and her husband at the various dinner parties as well. They were a lovely couple. Oh yes, I know her, although I can't seem to recall her name. Mrs. Niblet? That's right. I saw her quite often at the auction, only going for rare coins. As usual, the winning bid was hers. I wonder if some of those coins carry some sort of curse, since they came from God knows where. Oh! Do you happen to know this girl? Unfortunately, no. I don't know her. It's surprising that she seemed rather unfazed by quite the gruesome photographs. I wonder if she had seen worse death caused by chemicals. Although even if I have seen worse, I doubt I could muster such sheer. I never realized this vicarial side of her. I guess we can show her this. A dead bug? Is this part of the evidence? Ah, okay, that's everything, I guess. I have no further questions. I believe I have enough information for now. Is that so? Well, alright. Earlier, you mentioned you had a prior arrangement, so I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time. You've been incredibly helpful. It's no problem. Don't hesitate to reach out if you require anything else. I give her a brief nod. Dr. Rayford then departs from my office. I'm alone again, but not for long. My assistant pops into the office. Professor, I'm heading home soon. Is there anything else I can do to help? No, I'll be perfectly fine. I think I'll stay and work for a bit longer. Okay, see you tomorrow, Professor. Have a safe trip home. Upon wishing me the same, Minnie leaves. I have some time until I have to wrap up my workday and head home from the office. How do you open this? Okay. This is Dr. Rayford's lab report of the blood samples. The content is quite similar to the forensic report. While elements similarly found in human blood, such as phosphorus, carbohydrates, and some proteins, are found in the victim's victim blood, it doesn't contain iron. Moreover, the amount of phosphorus found is in a higher percentage than any in the human blood, making it possible for this to be blood of a fairy. The fourth victim's blood appears to be normal human blood with iron present. Traces of arsenic are also found. Although there is some new information, I had expected the report to be more detailed. Then again, I did ask her to finish it as soon as possible and she delivered. There's no mistaking. Okay. Mary Picker to Absent must been where I knew it from. Oh, it's glowing purplish. So it is the parasitic blood. Which one is this? I read somewhere that most insects don't have an iron in their blood. Bro, go back. This is Mary Hatcher. This is Edna Niblet. So it is purplish. No iron, fingers eating, phosphorus, and it's like blood is no iron, phosphorus, also purple. So it's a parasitic one. Don't have anything else to look into, right? Well, I can't check anything else. I can't even begin to imagine how her husband must feel losing his soulmate this way. What Dr. Rayford said about the Theo comes to mind. I wonder if he has moved on after all. Okay, so we have to check into all of this, I guess. Woolwich, leave this. Ah!
Ding 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 ding
My
ding
god.
ding 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 ding.
Oh, I just realized my alerts is right there. Hello, Hera! Jump scared. Hello, everyone! How are you guys? Let me shout you out. Thank you so much for the grade. How are the games? I'm starting out with that and Theology. Honestly, I wasn't able to finish the last time like sa Hungry Ghost Fest. That's why I'm currently continuing the demo. Hopefully finishing it. Here, let me shout you out. There we go. Welcome, Raiders. How was your stream, though? What were you playing? I think it's such a long demo, too. They do spoil people. Yeah. Honestly, if you read it talaga, like all the lore in it, if you are like very invested on how the story goes, there's a lot already for a demo. But yeah. Let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, I am Tinenin or Tin, whichever you wanna call me. I'm an elven dream sailor and I sail the dreams and the mindscapes when I'm not streaming. I play a bunch of indie games, specifically from the Southeast Asia, and right now we are part of the Southeast Asia Games Onward 2025. I'll be playing games all throughout December. I am also part of another festival by the second week. Here is my schedule. Brother. But yeah, I'll be live every 10 p.m. unless announced otherwise. Here's my schedule for the entire month of December. All the pinks are Southeast Asian uh games onward streams, or all the blue are choose wisely festival streams. And I'll try to have like I might do random streams when I feel like it for other games, but I have a lot of things I need to focus on, especially Cosmatsu as well. I am also an artist that tables at conventions. I will be tabling at Cosmatsu. I have Hera merch. Pre-order is still open. If anyone is interested, Tihi, you can pre-order Hera as a charm, a phone charm, or a pin, a button pin, or a heart pin. You can DM me on Twitter if you wanna order. Yes. Last day of pre-order is December 3. You do have to pay for your reservation. I won't be able to do stocks of those on the event, but Hera is also available for the VTuber gacha. I know Hera isn't a VTuber, but she is our token flesh tuber. Yes. Played, rated, and broken. Two games. Had to let my sister do a part because of my skill issue. It was me. I was the problem. That can jump. Oh god. Honestly, same. Girl, I saw your new event and I'm like, oh, please, salo yung post. No! No! I just vibe in these streams. See, we love Hera. I'm very happy I met you. You're one of the cool people I met this year. Yes, I will try and survive this month. There's a lot of things happening, honestly. Very eventful last months of like 2025, I guess. A bunch of things I'm involved in, and yeah, please, if you guys are interested for the merch, you can check out my Twitter, you can search Tinenin VT. Also, Hera, your doodle is free, by the way. Don't pay for it, please. I'm saving it. I'm gonna hide it and keep it. Also, I might actually add it in. You also pre-ordered until then merch kay Nika, right? I'll add it in the same packaging. I have to fight you. What do you mean? I'll add it in the same packaging so that we won't forget. Yes, yes. But yeah, don't fight me. Welcome everyone to the raid. If you guys haven't followed, feel free. I am aiming for 1,000 followers by the end of the year. Although I like internet died for 3 weeks. That's why if you guys haven't seen me streaming, I don't have internet the entire November. But yeah, we'll be back for like the several festivals for this year. But yeah, feel free to raid and run. By the way, if you have to rest, what time is it? Oh, it's already 12 a.m. Go rest if you have to. You can just lurk and chill while I read a bunch of things. I've been like just reading. This game is when it's a visual novel. There's a lot of reading in it. You will never know why there is some random cash there. No, no. I'll send it back to you. I know how to donate. I know how to donate. I'll send it back. But yeah, thank you so much again for the raid. Please rest, Hera. I don't know how long your stream is, but we'll be sitting here. If I finish the demo, we might look into like game trailers of some of the games I've seen that I won't be able to play during the festival. Since I do have limited days, can't really handle everyday streams. It burned me out last time, so I'm pacing myself for this one. We're just gonna watch game trailers instead, so you guys can still see the gameplays and how it works, and maybe we get interested. But wishlisting the games is very helpful. If you don't, it's okay if you can't really afford to buy it for now, but wishlisting it helps a bunch. I do gotta sleep sadly. It's office day tomorrow. Understandable. I'ma just have
Ding
to
ding, ding ding
ah
ding, ding
Ca-
ding ding,
catch your
ding ding
stream next
ding,
time when
ding ding
I'm work from
ding,
home.
ding
That's
ding ding.
understandable, Hera. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Ina, Jeter! Thank you so much for the raid. Nakakagulat lagi yung raid ko. Hello! How was your league? Musta league nyo, Lods? My god, I just received a raid earlier and now we're getting raided again. Welcome, welcome, raiders! Yalo, yalo! We won! Congrats! Rank ba yan? Rank ba yan? Di ko napansin nung pinapanood ko kayo kanina before my stream. But yeah, if you are eeping, and I guess Jitter, if you are resting, it's okay to raid and run. But yeah, if you are eeping, have a good rest of your evening. Sweet
Ding ding
dreams,
ding,
sleep
ding ding
tight, and
ding,
I'll
ding
visit
ding
your
ding,
games
ding ding
tonight. I hope you
ding,
guys
ding ding
rest.
ding,
Ah,
ding ding
ayan.
ding.
Ayan na yung kaduo ni Jitter. Trayla, thank you so much for the raid. Grabe, tatlo sunod-sunod na raid. Welcome, welcome everyone. Let me shout you guys out. Wala akong mods eh. I should open mod applications na talaga. None of my mods are active. Chitter TV. But for those who are new to the channel, again, I am Tinenin or Tin, whichever you wanna call me. I'm an elven dream sailor and I sail the dreams and the mindscapes when I'm not streaming. I am currently playing Death and Theology, although it's not showing up on screen. I'll click on it later. Um, I'm part of the Southeast Asia Games Onward, which is I don't know, nabubulol na ako. An event focused on Southeast Asian games published and developed. You can check out the pinned message for the link. There are several games that is part of it. Some of them have I think some of them have discounts available on Steam if you guys want to check out. I'm playing the demo of Death and Theology since the game is still not out, but the demo is already jump packed with content and lore. So if you guys want to check it out, I will recommend it. Honestly, it's a very fun game. Although I'm kind of like you do need to like have a paper ready and listing down the information. Let's see if I can shout out already right after the other one. Feel like hindi to gagana, but we'll see. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll do that later. Okay. But yeah, if you guys have to rest, feel free. I hope you had a fun streams. I hope you guys enjoy your league. And I hope the Hera viewers enjoyed the stay on Hera stream. We'll just be playing, continuing this. We are uncovering some deaths, I guess. There are 5 victims in this. Hihi. It's wins. Congrats! Sana makakatulog kayo ng mahimbing. Parang nakailang rank na ba kayo? I feel like I haven't been streaming for a while and I've seen you guys playing rank. Tapos depressed kayo lagi. Sorry, natatawa ako sa idea. Hindi na nanalo. Skill issue ba yan o kasalanan ng mga kasama ninyo? Kasi naglilig kayo gabi. Kung naglilig kayo ng hapon, baka pwede pa akong sumali. So, skill issue minsan. Syempre, di kami. Wow. Grabe. Tiwala siya sa skills niya. Si Jeter, humble. Si Jeter humble. Si Trello, hindi. Okay. I'm gonna continue with this. I'll be reading a bunch. I'm so sorry if I won't be checking chat much. I'll try to talk to you. Pero there's a lot of reading on this one. This middle-aged one. Okay, I need to skip this one. And the other two are the stepmother and stepbrother. Okay, so we have more information on some of this. Okay, that showed up. So maybe we're done. Suit, pearls, close in-laws. Two are the victim's adoptive parents. Okay, that's good. Like, this is the murder. There's a lot of deaths on this one. The delightful individuals. Okay, let me give you guys a brief information on what is happening in the story and with my notes. I have notes. I'm good like that. We have 4 victims. Victim number 1 is Mrs. Woolbridge. Victim number 2 is Victim number 1, Mrs. Woolbridge, has too many fingers and also is died with ossification. They basically turned into bones or almost a wooden statue. I wonder if other people from her clique are involved in occultism. It's called ossification, and What is this? Hindi ko mabasa yung nakalagay sa notes ko. Ba't ka ako magsulat? Okay. This one is victim number 2. She is Miss Moore. She died by not drinking anything else but her own blood. They found out that there's no iron in her blood, and she has too many fingers, as you can see. Hindi ko na naman mabasa yung sulat ko. We move on to the third victim. She is Mrs. Niblet. She died by gnawing or chewing on her fingers. Look, it seems the coin in the evidence is hers. Oh, okay, the coin is hers. She tends to attend like auctions, tapos nagdi-dibs or nagbibid siya for the rare coins, and one of the coins turned into the fae or a fairy, low leveled fairy, I guess. There is no iron also in her blood, and when we shine one of the tools, may purplish sa blood niya. The purple is an indication of a parasitic fae or a lower fae. She also has a higher phosphorus in her blood. Victim number 4 is Mary Hatcher. She is so the three victim victim number 1, 2, and 3 are high society people. Victim number 4 is the youngest and is just a factory girl, but she was seen fighting with victim number 3 the night before. She has normal blood, type A blood and human, I guess, but she drank arsenic, so it's arsenic poisoning. My assumption it's she self-exit something. She seems like she was going to confess something daw with the police, but she like parang she think not to do it anymore, tapos then she killed herself, I guess. We have this wedding ring with us. It glows purple, so it means it's imbued with a lower fey magic, I guess. And then, as I said, the coin turned as a parasitic fey. The coin belongs to victim number 3. These are the bloods, I guess. This is an invitation that I think victim number 2 or number 3 was reading or holding. It's the same invitation that we are being invited by a guy who is funding our research for Faeries. And then ayan, lab report and the case studies, everything. I guess that's everything. So that's everything I can tell you guys. More on the, I guess I can give you the details I learned about Faeries. So the Faeries tend to their shape is either like insects, so moths or butterflies. They can either be birds or other animals as well. Some of their powers are metamorphosis, which are transformation, powers of suggestion, which is hypnosis, and invisibility, which is camouflage. There are two kinds of face: the high face and the lower face. The high face has two other variation, which is scribes. They do defensive magic and are the intelligent phase. There are also the warriors, which are the phase that uses offensive magic and is powerful. The lower phase are the parasitic phase, or that uses parasitic magic, and they tend to have like they clash, I guess. Nag-aaway yung mga phase. May civil war sila. Oh, it's the afternoon na agad. I should be grading assignments or reviewing the lecture I'm going to deliver come Monday. Or do anything productive in the realm of professorial duties. Instead, I find my attention straying more and more toward the office door. Also, I'm still eating leche plan. I've been craving sweets and I've been eating leche plan the entire stream. Paubos na yung leche plan. Let me see if I can shout out Trailer na. There we go. Go follow everyone who raided us, chat. Instead, I find my attention straying more and more towards the office door. I voice my frustrations to good old Oz. So, the main character, MC, the one we are playing, has her own fairy. Not that she owns the fairy, more like a companion. Pero si Oz sa'yo lang nagpapakita, and she's been with you since you're like 7 years old. Theo will probably arrive at any moment. I can't stop wondering whether my explanation will be enough for him. In the past, no sort of explanation ever seems to please him when it came to fairies. And why should I do it? Why should it do so now? My voice cracks with concern. This time, he came to you bearing in mind the possibility of fairies' involvement. He'd be a fool if he discredits you so soon. My fairy companion, chirping, becomes increasingly stern this time. But you need to get yourself together. You must remain steadfast and strong when facing the detective. Don't permit your voice to falter when presenting your findings. I know I can't let myself unravel at this point. It's just that he's never solicited my opinion in this matter. A professional insight, no less. All the more reason to be as calm as you can be. Maintaining your composure is essential to delivering a persuasive argument. But no matter what happens, at least you know you tried. At the end of the day, he's the one who needs to solve this case. You're right, of course you are. I'm not a detective, I'm simply a professor sharing my perspective. Thank you, Oz, for always talking me off the ledge. And then just then, somebody knocks on the door. That's my cue to sail past your window's ledge. Best of luck. I whisper a hurried goodbye to my fairy friend. I'll see you tonight, Oz. Once Oz has flown out, I direct my attention toward the door. Come in. My assistant marches in. Professor, you have a visitor. The detective? Minnie nods. Alright, send him in. Minnie nods again and walks out of the room. This is our ex-fiancé. Theo faces around a little bit after strolling in. He appears quite distracted. He finally stops and opens his mouth. So, what have you learned? I take a deep breath. Here it goes. I have to present my findings to perhaps the most sought after detective in the police force. Theo investigates cases right where the crime scenes unfolded. He's agonizingly familiar with the grit and the grime of the city's darkest recesses. Meanwhile, as a professor, my expertise primarily revolves around the nebulous, the theoretical. I must do my best to stay calm and collected, just as all suggested. I've read the case files. Victims' odd behavior shortly before death could be due to hypnotic spells from fairies. The fourth victim went to the police station, but before she said anything, it seems she saw something that scared her away. What if she saw something not human? And the manner of death. He interrupts me before I can finish. I have no time for assumptions. The papers telephoned our department this morning, said they found out about some of these deaths, so that's why he looks agitated. The chief is preparing a statement for tomorrow's regarding this, so I'll just cut to the chase. Is there fairy involvement? Yes. Yes, I'm certain of it. I can tell his interest is piqued. However, I like to first lay out the basics since I'm pretty sure you've discarded the things I've told you in the past. He grumbles as if in admission of my statement. So far, we've identified 3 classes of fairies: warrior, scribe, and parasitic fae. Warriors have strong offensive magic. Scribe's magic tends to be defensive, and parasitic magic is, well, parasitic. We Phaeologists have developed a tool called Blacklight to detect traces of Fey magic. It can even be detected through photographs if the magic is especially strong. Warrior magic glows red, Scribe magic blue, and parasitic magic shines purple. I found that seemingly fairies of one specific class are behind this. Which one is the culprit? They are of the parasitic class. What is the evidence? We can see the blood sample. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I slot the blood samples beneath the black light to show the magic traces. You see, it glows under the black light. I can see the purple traces, but what about this red glow? I'm taking a moment to collect my thoughts. You're right, I must have missed it. Oh! Okay. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I place the ring beneath the black light. You see, Mrs. Moore's ring glows purple under the black light. But what about this red glow? There's red glow! I missed those! The look on his eye, his face says it all. He's probably disappointed. I swallow back a lump rising in my throat. Clearly, you haven't been thorough in your investigation. Hey, I still helped though. Either you're missing important things or you just didn't take this as seriously as I thought. But I don't take it seriously. If I could just reinvestigate, it's hard to get any sentence out of my mouth. No words of mine could ease the way he sees me now. It doesn't matter. We're running out of time. I couldn't find proof of it being unusual drugs or poisons either. Even the most atypical drugs don't cause this kind of bizarre hallucinations. No poisons could turn the whole body into hardened bones. His eyes narrow on me, full of quiet accusations. Honestly, I can't believe this. You've dedicated many years to the study of forensic physiology, and this is all you have to show for it? What are you? I know you're clever, capable, competent, but you ought to consider changing your field. Wow! You're not cut off for forensics. I feel like I'm starting to see red. Wow! Mga away na ako. Can't believe he's bringing up my profession this way. I know I mess up, but you just crossed the goddamn line. He knows I tried my best given the limited time, but he just keeps hammering away. It hits me all over again how easy it is for him to make me feel really small. I'm just laying down the facts. He says it so nonchalantly, as if he doesn't see the effect of his opinion on me. I can't do this anymore. My anger is beyond containment. I never want to see you again. Get out. Fine by me. I don't plan on ever coming back to this office anyhow. Upon picking up the box of evidence, Teo turns to leave. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. He slams it. I find myself striding relentlessly in my room, seething with frustration. Perhaps this is for the best. After all, there's a reason I walk away. It's all coming back to me. I was steadying my breath to calm down. I realized something. I haven't explained Dr. Rayford's finding on the blood samples, how it could be fairy blood, and the significance of the scribe sigils on prominent families. She gave me additional information too on the victims as well as the popularity of the makeup. I didn't have the chance to tell him all that. Well, so be it. I'm not going to write him or telephone him. Perhaps I'll just write an anonymous letter to the homicide department. But first, I ought to finish grading the assignments that I neglected yesterday. Man. It's been an hour and a half since I forced myself to get back to work, yet my anger hasn't subsided. Then it strikes me. I'm no more angry at Teo than I am at myself. How did I fail this? Why wasn't I thorough enough? Still, that doesn't give him the right to talk to me right like that. I bury my face in my hands as I've realized that I've merely been spinning in circles. Professor? Is this a bad time? I look up at her in shock. When did she get in? I knocked, then waited for a minute. It then occurred to me that perhaps she didn't hear me. Oh, sorry. My mind is more than a little preoccupied. The detective had an intensely brooding expression when he left. I figured that the meeting didn't go well. I can stay longer today if you need to talk. Thanks, Minnie. But I'm not sure about talking. But I could use some company. Of course, Professor. Would you like me to fetch us a bottle? Sure. Any preference? Whatever bottle is biggest, or whichever has the highest alcoholic content. Ah, yes, alcohol. Bottle blues. Ending number 6. Oh, I got ending number 6. Man, I should try the different endings. Is there a way to like oh, the last time I played this. Okay, we finished it like that. There's several endings to it. I just realized that. Sakit. Sorry. Nangangalay na yung braso ko. Checking some things. Okay. Okay. Um, clearly, I'm not fit for being a detective. I missed a lot of things. I did see the red tones in them. I guess I saw more purple than red, so I'm like, okay, parasitics. I wonder how the other conversation will go though. If we got it right, if we get to attend the gala, or does it really just end with that conversation with the detective? We can try again. I'll speed run, I guess, or we can continue the load game actually, and then I'll speed run. There we go. Speed run. Um, let's do Mr. Um, yeah, let's do Mr. Henkel for a change. We did Dr. Rayford earlier, so we wanna get a different ending for this one. Mr. Henkel, would you mind staying for a while? I'd like to discuss something. Not at all. I'd be delighted. Okay, so this is Mr. Henkel. He is the one who is paying for our research. Also, hello Rap. Welcome to the swim. I think he kinda likes our main character, and our ex-fiance is jealous of him. I turn back towards the chemist. Dr. Rayford, thanks again for analyzing these samples. Your assistance has been invaluable. Please don't let me keep you any longer today. You're quite welcome. I'm always happy to help. After bidding Mr. Henkel as we farewell, Dr. Rayford is out of the door in no time. What do you want to talk about, my dear physiologist? I just gestured toward the large box on my desk. It's a box of evidence for a multiple murder case. Is it from Detective Krauss? It is indeed. He brought it to me this morning. You have you haven't seen the detective in months, have you? How's that visit go? Better than could have hoped. You know, it wasn't really all that bad. I expected more bitterness and distasteful argument like we had in the last couple of months of our relationship. He was more composed than I thought. Yet perhaps it was because of this particular case weighing on his
Ding
mind.
ding ding.
Ah!
Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding.
Oh,
Ding
we
ding
got
ding.
another raid! The hydration station is here from Rubings for a hydrate raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Am I reading your name right, Rubings? The hydration. Thank you. That is like a cool raid message. This is like a slurp redeem raid. How are you, everyone? Oh no, we have an ad. Thank you for the raid. How is everyone? How is your stream? Ruby next. The Ruby NXT. Okay. Welcome. Oh my god, we're getting a lot of raids today. Let me shout you out. There we go. Thank you so much for sending your community. I hope you had a fun stream. If you guys are new to my channel, I am Tinenin or Tin, whichever you wanna call me. I'm an elven dream sailor and I sail the dreams and the mindscapes when I'm not streaming. I play a bunch of indie games from Southeast Asia. That's why Southeast Asia Games Onwards is a perfect festival for me. I also play a lot of gacha games. I'm a Filipino VTuber and I've been streaming for 3 years. We're playing Death and Theology right now. I just finished it actually, but I wanna get a different ending. Um, I'll be streaming for the entirety of December every other day for Seago 2025. I have another stream on Wednesday and the collab on Friday with like participants of Seago as well. Um, and then I'm on another festival with other games by second week of December, and then we get back to Seago. There's a lot of things for this month. But yeah, if you guys have to raid and run, feel free to go rest, hydrate as well, and stretch your back. If anyone else is sleeping, sweet dreams, sleep tight, and I'll visit your dreams tonight. Please feel free to lurk and hang out. It's fine if it's just a chill ones. It's also already like 12 a.m. in my time zone. But yeah, take care everyone. Mr. Heckle listens to me quietly, but it's hard to tell what he's thinking from his phlegmatic expression. Alright, tell me about this case. How can I help? After minding my patient's secrecy, I rattle off the basic facts of the homicides. I believe I might have heard a bit about this case. Not the gory details, mind you, just little whispers here and there. Yes, I was hoping you'd be familiar with some of the parties involved. I wanted to show you something. Please share any knowledge you might have about the evidence. Sure, I can do that. Okay, I'm not sure if he's good with like the death photos though, but we can try. Uh, how terrible! I knew Madame Woodridge. Okay, there we go. As you undoubtedly know, her family hosts the city's biggest charity event every year. They tell me the fundraisers will be moving forward despite the tragedy in the family. Oh! According to my sources, she loved that event dearly and definitely would have wanted it to proceed. Did you ever know her to dabble in occult matters? Knowing this woman as I did, I doubt it. It if it would help, however, I've heard several elites member are of a clandestine occult group. I only heard of the name, the Golden Dawn. Okay, that's new information. I'm like writing this down. By the way, I have paper with me. The first one, I kind of failed and wasn't able to find out the real things. Hardly anyone knows about its existence. But do you have your way of knowing, don't you? I say teasingly, and he responds with a sly smirk. I do indeed. Oh, how awful! I was familiar with Madame Moore. Through the grapevine, I heard the devastating news of her death. I often interacted with this exceptional woman and her springly spouse at high society events. They are both gracious individuals. Did you know this woman? I did. She was fine. Upstanding lady. She certainly didn't deserve such a gruesome ending. She was known among her peers for her rare coin collection. From what I've heard, you can see her collection displayed in every inch of her house. We are still told that she is a coin collector at least. Are you familiar with this girl? No, I've never seen her before. Whoever this girl is, I express my sincerest condolences. This is the first time Mr. Heckel and I are talking about something this gruesome, even though I've known him a long time ago. Yet, as he spoke his condolences while seeing the corpse's photographs, his face remained blank, as if the words never reached his expression. His eyes didn't even flinch. How odd! I wonder if this lack of empathy is just a trait of being in the upper class. Hmm. Okay, let's ask about the family photos. Woolridge family photo. This is the photograph of Mrs. Woolridge's family. All the faces here are familiar to me. I must express my deepest sympathies when I see them at the Leia's Gala. Oh! So the Leia's Gala is by the Woolridge family. I missed that. Or is that like one of the gala lang na attenda ng Woolridge family? Can you tell me more about the people in this photo? The Woolridges are perhaps one of the most prominent and powerful families in the city. The victim's father was in the running to be the richest in the world until he decided to devote much of his wealth to the lavish charitable endeavors. This elderly woman, the victim's stepmother, a beautiful socialite for whom the victim's father divorced her biological mother. This younger man is the victim's stepbrother. Okay. Okay, more family photo. This is a photograph of Mrs. Moore and her family. Which can you tell me about the people in this picture? I believe this elderly couple is her adoptive parents. I've never really talked to them, but I hear they are kind, wonderful people. Biologically, Madam Moore was born as a so-called miracle baby to a wealthy parents of advanced age. When they passed, she had no other family members by blood. She was thus adopted by a middle-class couple who were trusted employees of her biological parents, also I've heard. Upon a coming of age, she received her sizable inheritance and wedded a recently rich entrepreneur of humble origins. This is her widower in the photograph. He is said to be extremely close to his parents-in-law. Ah. Is this the one from that popular brand? Nectar Bell. That's the one. Although that's all I know about it. Okay, I guess we know more from the other things. Um, why are you showing me this invitation? Is there a way of confirming that it'll be my date? My date? Sure. You know what? Yes, let's do it. Perfect. I'll pick you up here tomorrow. I don't want to show the ring. He doesn't need to know that. I have no further question. We have a lot of info, I guess. I believe I have enough information for now. Already? Yes, Mr. Henkel. Earlier you mentioned you had a prior arrangement, so I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time. You've been incredibly helpful. I'm delighted I could be of assistance. Reach out to me if you need anything else. I'll see you soon, yes? I give him a brief nod. Mr. Henkel then leaves my office. I'm alone again, but not for long. My assistant pops into the office. Professor, I'm heading home soon. Is there anything else I can do to help? No, I'll be perfectly fine. I think I'll stay and work for a bit longer. Okay, see you tomorrow, Professor. Have a safe trip. Upon wishing me the same, Minnie leaves. Okay, time to do more of the investigation. We missed a bit of things. Let's get this out. Something I wasn't able to look is like this. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, so that's the invitation letter. So the third victim owns that. Oh, I saw something in their hand. Oh, is that blue? Oh, they're scribe. Wait, who is this? The Woodridge family. They are the scribe family. Okay. Oh, what's that on her hand? Oh, she is also a scribe. This is more. So this is what I missed earlier. Um, Default report, suppressing report. Nothing new, I guess. Okay, so the blood has purple and red. What does purple and red mean? So, are they like warrior? Or embedded in the blood na warrior? Since for this is a parasitic fae. The parasitic fae is purple but with red. Ah, wait. So red yung wings niya, which means may nakalaban siyang warrior. And this one is owned by the third victim who also has red in their blood. I guess. Ito wala talagang glowing. Ah, ito yung ring may red din. Ring has red. It's purple, glowing purple and red. Hirap naman ito. Let's see what we will uncover. Oh, we missed something. So this middle-aged woman in the colored blouse is the father and daughter related by blood. The other two are stepmother and stepbrothers. The man in the crystal seems to be the husband and the victim. The one with the pearls is supposed to close to his in-laws. This means the other two are the victims of the adoptive parents. I wonder why Mr. Heckle is so insistent on attending this event together. Can it be that his intentions toward me aren't entirely platonic? Hey, yo! Arsenic, huh? Yeah, this one has arsenic blood. I mean, the blood has arsenic. So arsenic poisoning, made out of gold, but it's glowing purple. Anything else I missed? I mean, it showed na, so I guess I'm done. Okay, time to compile. I should be grading assignments. Reviewing the lecture. Okay, let's skip this. It's the same thing earlier. Okay, let's get into talking with the detective. Teo faces around a little bit after strolling in. He appears quite distracted. He finally stops and opens his mouth. So, what have you learned? I take a deep breath. Here it goes. I have to present my findings. Okay. I read the case files, victims' odd behaviors. Shortly before that could be hypnotic spells from fairies. everything if I finish. Okay. Very involved. Yes. Yes, I'm certain of it. I can tell his interest is piqued. Okay. Warrior Scrab and Parasitic Fae. Tends to be offensive. Magic Parasitic. Blacklight. Warrior Magic glows red. Scrab Magic glows blue. Parasitic Magic shines purple. I found the seemingly fairies of one specific class are behind this. Which one is the culprit? Let's say Warrior Fae. They have the Warrior class. What is the evidence? Ring. How does this prove Warrior involvement? I placed the ring beneath the black light. You see, Mr. Small ring glows purple and red under the black light. But why does it glow purple as well? It's a parasitic fae warped into a ring because of failed transformation magic. It's a parasitic fae that got warped by a ring. Small metallic objects are known to repel or warp fairies when the transformation magic goes awry. But how does you know for sure that this one is parasitic fae? Normally, the body of parasitic fae was ribbed under black light, yet this one is just a ring no matter how long I hold the black light on top of it. What? How does this prove warrior involvement? I put a dead fae beneath the black light. This is a dead parasitic fae. Look, it glows purple and red under the black light. I take it their bodies still glow even after they are dead. Correct, it takes a little while until their magic is fully dissipated from the corpse. Hello, Lomimi! It honestly looks just like a normal bug to me. Hold on 1 second. I turn to the shelf and pick up one of the boxes containing a diseased insect. Ah! Thank you for the head pats. Wait, did it show? I'm worried it wouldn't show. I hope it showed. Ongoing research. I opened the lid and showed it to Teo. I found this one dying just yesterday. It died shortly after. Simply, I put it beneath the black light. Our normal one doesn't glow, you see? Teo's expression is a blend of amusement and bewilderment. Quite interesting. And how does it end up here? Um... How do you answer this? Maybe this. Since this was found near the victim, it has been a parasitic fae that was feeding off her life source. I can't seem to remember there being an insect in the evidence box. Oh, this was actually the coin in the evidence box. It turned into a dead fae when I put it under the black light long enough. The parasitic fairies leech off human life sources by turning into things. This sharp question makes me realize something. Parasitic faes aren't capable of transforming into things, so it seems there's a flaw in this theory. Wait a moment, it appears to something I missed. Oh no! How does this prove warrior involvement? I sought the blood sample beneath the black light to show the magic traces. You see, there's a glow of purple and red under the black light. How did the purple traces or parasitic magic, as you say, have a part in this? Parasitic underlings of warrior high fae help with the murders. That is because the blood is fairies and their blood contains traces of their own magic. This is further supported by the blood sample analysis. Fairies' blood has high content of phosphorus, just like reported. Adding to that, the missing iron. Fairies have an inversion toward iron. They don't have it in their blood. They can still, however, withstand the iron in human blood. That's why some parasitic fae like to drink our blood. As I ramble, Theo listens intently with a slightly surprised look on his face every time I start a new sentence. To be honest, I'm out of words at the moment. There appears to be strong evidence pointing towards warrior involvement. Based on what you've shown me, parasitic fairies are one way or another connected to the matter of killing. But you also haven't told me how the warrior fairies kill the victims. Give it to me straight. How do you figure the murders were carried out? Warriors directed mercenaries to stop life, causing ossification and severe hallucinations. That could be what? Warriors replace victims with changelings and kill the changeling with ossification and hallucination spells.
Ding ding ding, ding ding ding,
Ah!
ding ding ding, ding ding
Oh my
ding,
god.
ding ding ding,
So
ding
many
ding ding.
raids. Chaz! Hello! How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. What were you doing? What were you streaming? Hello! Hello, Raiders! How are you? God, I've been gone for a while and we're getting like a stream of raids, I guess. Hello, hello! Shazarus. Let me type your and shout you out. There we go. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a fun stream. If you had to read and run, feel free to. Please go hydrate, stretch your back, and have a good rest of your evening. If you are new to the channel, I am Tinenin, or Tin, whichever you wanna call me. I'm an elven dream sailor, and I sail the dreams and the mindscapes when I'm not streaming. I play a bunch of indie games from Southeast Asia, um, developed and published, but I also play gacha games. I am currently part of Southeast Asian Games Onward 2025, where we focus on games published and developed by Southeast Asian um, people. Yes, you can check out the pinned link on my chat for more details. I'll be streaming more games the entire month of December. I'm also part on another festival by second week of December. Those are more narrative and visual novel focused stories. For this one, for like first week of December and then third week is just games. It's just games. Gonna really chill Pokemon stream. Nothing too extravagant but was nice. That's a chill stream is always nice. I do gotta head out since it's almost 1 a.m. but I hope you have fun with the rest of your stream. Thank you so much. It is late. So if anyone else wanna eat, sweet dreams, sleep tight, and I'll visit your dreams tonight. Have a fun eat time. I hope I get to eat good later. Okay. Honestly, I'm like enjoying this game, I guess. I might view, as I said, some game trailers of games I won't be able to play. That is part of the Seago 2025 after this, but yeah. Might cut it short. I mean, we're about to hit 3 hour mark. We usually go for 4 hours, but I mean, I haven't streamed for a while. I'm kind of getting tired. I'm not used to this anymore. Okay. Warriors replace victims with changelings and kill the changelings with ossification and hallucination spells. Warriors' ossification and hallucination spells kills the victims and nearby parasitic fae. But can the warriors control the parasitic ones? Well, you know what? They are changelings because they have too many fingers. I feel like this sounds more possible because they were acting strange. They have too many fingers. So they are changelings. But they are also scribes. The victims has too many. I guess I'm not good at guessing. I'm bad at this. I don't have deduction skills. The warrior high face used the transformation magic to turn parasitic fae into human lookalikes of the victims, which are often called changelings. Changelings? They take out the crime scene photographs and middle-aged victims and lay them out on the table. Using the magnifying glass, I showed the oddity in the victim's hands to Teo. This is one of the possible anomalies that is likely to happen due to the complexity of transformation magic used in creating changelings. As famous as this lady's family's are, it would have been a big thing on the papers if they had 6 fingers from when they were children. I don't seem to remember anything like that in the newspapers. Do you? No, me neither. Theo looks away as though trying to remember all the newspapers he has read. It also explains the missing iron in the blood sample, since the culprits are not human. I wait until Theo meets my gaze again before continuing. Then murder the changeling using ossification and hallucination magic. This is done to cover up what they really did to the real humans. Wait, what they really did? Like what? It can be anything. The real humans might be kidnapped to the fairy land, destined to wed certain fairies and bring forth offspring, or be employed as a slave, or tortured for amusement until they die. I shiver the thought of it happening to the poor ladies. They appears to be unsettled by the same thoughts as well. Hold on, are you saying that they might still be alive? There is a chance. Yet the realm of the fairies is still an enigma, even for those who study their kind. The phaeologists in this university have barely met any living fairies. You are aware of how fresh this field is within academia, aren't you? Theo nods. It pains me to admit that I generally do not know how to get them back. I will keep trying nonetheless. We both fell silent, as though a heavy weight had settled in our throats, refusing to budge. We can also look at this case from another angle, the motives. Based on your investigation, what could be the rationale behind the warrior fairies' action? It's difficult to pinpoint the reason why fairies do what they do since they don't follow human rules or morality. However, I found that, blessed by the scribes, murder parasitic fairies because they are despicable lowlifes. Uh, so two of the victims are has scribes glowing in them. And not the third one is a warrior though. Murder parasitic fairies because the warriors especially are aggressively unfriendly towards outsiders. Perhaps they Hey, what are you doing? Before I know it, they was fiddling with the black lights in the family photographs. Odd that the victims have blue symbols in their hands. Suddenly something clicks in my side of it. Wait, you're right! 3 of the victims came from old money families with both having scribed sigils. This sigil is a sign of oh, hello Gonzo! Thank you for the fish to shrimp back. Hey, yo, you were able to redeem the VIP role. Wait, I can already give that. Congratulations. You just spent 50,000 channel points. Evil laugh. Let me give you VIP though. Gonzo Onzo. There we go. You are now a VIP in chat. Please be responsible. Um, you can send links now in chat, but don't spam, please. There we go. The sigil is a sign of being blessed by one of the scribe fae, usually given when someone has done a very special boon for a scribe. It gives good fortune and is passed down through generations. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Nuglet would have the same sigil, so the warriors must have targeted these poor ladies specifically. Leo appears amused as he observes my unfolding revelation. That does make sense. You just ought to be more thorough, it seems. Lastly, what have you found on the poor girl Mary Hascher? Any connections to fairies? The chemist report is similar to the case files. The blood is normal human blood, traces of arsenic. I didn't find any signs of fairy magic from the evidence. Even so, based on her relations to Mrs. Niblet, we can't discard the possibility that fairies might be involved with her death too. Tayo nods in agreement. I have one more piece of information to tell you. Really? What it is? Mr. Henkel told me that there exists a clandestine occult group called the Golden Dawn. I asked him about this since the police report suggested some occultism might be involved. Hardly anyone, even from the upper class, has ever heard of it. He said several elites are members of it. He picks out a small notebook and a pen from his trench coat and starts writing. I'm not sure if this is useful. Every scrap of information counts. I also note down the things we've talked about today as well. Your findings really threw me for a loop. I forgot to take notes. Of course, take your time. While Theo is writing, I tidy up my desk and put the evidence back in the box. Anything else you got? That's all I have for now. He puts his notebook and pen back in his coat. He heaved a sigh so heavy I can't believe he has the weight of the city. I can't believe that he has the weight of the city in his shoulders. Even so, when he looks at me, there's a glint of something that wasn't there before. Hey yo, he's smiling! This lack of illumination is all the more stark since we've started this discussion. It's hope, perhaps. A tiny, delicate thing is blooming in this room to counteract the overwhelming darkness and despair outside. I don't like this. Ayo. I always knew you were clever. Man, I heard hurtful things from you. Even though I feel there are still some missing pieces to this puzzle, you've done well. I'm quite impressed. Thank you, Theo. He answers with a soft smile. Well, we've still got our work cut out for us. But at least for now, innocent people won't get thrown in jail, thanks to you. I'm glad I could help. Now, I just need to convince the chief and the press. And the papers. Thing is, I might have to bring up your name in my report. I can't predict how the papers will handle this, but it's possible they'll mention you and philology. This is good for your field, of course. But it could draw unwanted, dangerous attention your way. I'll be fine, Theo. I can protect myself. This is what the field needs. Indeed, you are more than capable of taking care of yourself. I know that very well. I do appreciate you worrying over for me. Theo's concern seems to fade, and he lets out a sigh of relief. Well, this day has certainly been a ride. He glances at his wristwatch. I've still got time until I've got to get back to the station. Fancy a drink with me? You can tell me more about fairies. I'll listen with way less judgment this time. Just like I promised. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I get it. Besides, I must honor a prior appointment with somebody else. Alright, I better get going then. Be sure to take care of yourself. Same goes for you. Oh shit! Just as the detective is about to leave, my patron arrives at the door. Oh, of course. Fancy seeing you here, Detective Krause. Even as Theo continues to glare, Mr. Henkel's eyes are steady on mine. Are you ready to go? In a moment, I just have to finish grading these assignments. It will take 10 minutes at most. I'm happy to wait anything for you. Hey! There's a slamming sound as Theo leaves the office just then. After he departs, I focus on the assignments for grading. The only noise that can be heard in the office is the rustling of papers. Mr. Henkel then breaks the silence. Are you looking forward to all the exciting funding opportunities we can potentially snag at this event? I'm not looking forward to rattling my can and waiting for coins to drop. You know I've never let you beg. As long as you are with me, you'll get things done with dignity. You know what I'm most excited to see? Or taste rather? What? The free-flowing champagne. The fundraiser will have that, right? Of course, that's a given. I have a lot to celebrate tonight. Oh? You have to tell me everything as soon as possible. I will, I promise. Ooh! You got off generosity. That is ending 2. We finished ending we got ending 2. Nice. Over here. It's another afternoon in the office. My patron has stopped by to discuss a research projects that I've been considering. Now that theology might get increased credibility, especially with the police, I think we should examine the prevalence of strange deaths caused by fairies, don't you think, Mr. Henkel? The police might agree to help us collect the data. I'm not so sure about that. It would take time for the police to trust us to that extent. Besides, wouldn't it be more pressing to focus your research on Warrior Face? Oh, we have to talk. Before I can respond, two individuals suddenly barged into my office. Sorry, I tried to stop him but couldn't. Even though I've told him you're in a meeting right now. That's okay, Minnie. You can let me handle this. If you say so, Professor. Minnie grumbles as Theo as she walks out. What's eating you, Theo? Theo doesn't so much as glance at Mr. Henkel. He unfolds a rolled up newspaper from the inner pocket of his coat. He hands it to me. Oh no. Oh? At a glance, I can see the phrases "Faeries are real," "Evil is afoot," and "Faeries killing humans" spelled out in bold, oversized letters. Oh no. As I begin reading, my patron peers over my shoulder to read as well. It is not the chief statement that made the front page. It's another bizarre murder. And this time, the victim is a beloved celebrity. She danced until her body gave out. They wrote out on all the excessively grisly details connected to her death. Moreover, the reports surrounding the other homicides have been thoroughly sensationalized and exaggerated. Oh shit! He depicted fairies as evil enemies of mankind, and in some parts they even insinuate that war between things beings is brewing. Reading all of this makes my heart sink and my stomach churn. I need to put the paper down for a moment. This is truly awful. I've already checked the crime scene. The details of the latest incident look similar to what we have uncovered from the previous murders. Given everything, I'd say fairies indefinitely in the picture here. Though it's still hard to make heads or tails of all this. It's very difficult to grasp their motives, but judging by the methods and frequency, I have to say this is significant. Something big might be going on the line of the fairies. As the conversation unfolds, Mr. Henkel appears to be deeply in thought. I need to check on something really quick. Theo gives me a photograph of the celebrity. Knowing exactly what he wants, I retrieve the black light from my drawer and examine the photograph closely. Both Theo and Mr. Henkel peek over my shoulder to see. A sigil, same one as the other three victims had. I suppose we can now establish that these are targeted murders. I nod at him. For some reason, Mr. Henkel is nodding with me. Although the fourth victim, Mary Hatcher, doesn't have the sigil, does she? Do you find anything more about it? Theo shakes his head, leaving behind a troubled look. Nobody in the purchase records have a strong link to the girl. We are asking around here and there. The girl was a saint. Everybody loved her. Her squabbles with Mr. Niblet is the strongest lead we have. A striking realization dawns upon me. What if a fairy transformed into a human and purchased the poison? What? They can do that? Suddenly, Mr. Henkel's familiar voice fills the room after his long stretch of silence. Oh yes, detective. Although when a fairy shifts into human shape, they cannot assume the identity of someone already living. Your culprit may well be a name on the list, but one that doesn't truly exist. I give a nod in agreement with his words, feeling slightly proud that my patron is reading all the knowledge this university has to offer. Tia flinches at Mr. Henkel's input, clearly having dismissed him as part of the furniture. The jealousy is funny! And then scoffs. Theo? All I get from Theo is a shrug. So surprisingly, he turns towards the patron. From what I've come to understand, fairy magic is more than capable of doing the killing. They have no need for poison, but I won't discard the possibility. Mr. Henkel only replies with a smile. Well, that's certainly a rare occurrence. Leo goes in back into ignoring Mr. Henkel and talks directly to me. I should mention that I've gotten permission for you to check the crime scene. Come with me tomorrow? Oh my god! I'll see what I can do. Alright, I've got to go. I'm leaving the newspaper here. There are more articles about philology that you should read. Without so much as a word of goodbye to Mr. Henkel, Tia turns and leaves. I pick up the paper again and continue reading while Mr. Henkel silently reads alongside me. The field of theology is indeed mentioned quite markedly, but its loyalty to humankind is under scrutiny. Although the police chief spoke of our help, the papers continue to raise doubts about our involvement in these killings. Is the theology university a friend or a foe? God, that's kind of bad. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I'm like curious how they're going to like con like this is just the prologue of it. There's already three murders. How does the entire story goes, I guess? But then we are presented with the fourth death. Well, fifth, with the fifth death that might be connected to the fairies. So how many deaths are going to happen before we get to the story, I guess. That's kind of interesting. I enjoy that. I will probably um look into playing more and getting the other endings. We got ending number 2 and ending number 6. I wonder what ending number 1 is. And like there's like 3, 4, 5. I'll actually ask and or check maybe like the press kit if they mention how many endings there are. But it's so cool. This is good. I enjoy it. This is a fun game. I'm excited for the day that they will release the entire game. If the demo, this is just the demo chat. If the demo is this detailed and there's so much content in it already, I'm excited how long the entire game is. As far as I know, there's also another game. It's called Okami. If I remember if I'm pronouncing it right. But I will be also playing that um game that is made by the same developers of Death and Theology. I'll be playing it third week of December. But yeah, that is fun. Oh, here's my calendar. As I said, all the pinks are the Sea Ghost stream. I have several for this week. The blues are the Choose Wisely festivals. Those are the narrative games. I might be playing the other game by ano yun? Mushroom Mallows by 17. I have an Eat the Rich collab on Friday. I have two games this Wednesday. And yeah, if I didn't really explain the color coding, I only explained the color coding on my Discord server. But the pinks is obvious. Is the Seago 2025. The blue is Choose Wisely Fest. The yellow are like some personal IRL things. So I'm like out of the most likely out of the house or is working on something personal. And the greens are the holidays and the purple is Cosmatsu. So if you guys want to get some phvtuber merch, pre-order is still open. You can check out my Twitter, !Tinenin. I'll be tabling at Cosmatsu, Cosplay Matsuri on December 28, 29, 30. My merch, or well, the acrylics are specifically by order only, as well as the pins. The stickers are part of the gacha, so you only get your favorite VTuber by spending on the gacha sticker pack. But if you want a guaranteed thing, you can buy the charm or the pins of your favorite VTubers. And Hera is also in it. You can DM me on Twitter for your orders or any on my social medias. Honestly, just let me know what you wanna order and how many, and then I'll give you like details on anything else about it. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm interested in watching some of the game trailers. Well, let me exit the game now and have Spotify. I will actually take a bit of a break while I'm setting up as well. I need to like stretch and stand up for a bit. We can like vibe with the music. We go. There we go. Let me change category. We're gonna be watching some game trailers of the people who contacted me, but I don't think I'll be able to play their games. Wonder Beast. Die in bed. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am the darkest moment. I am the infamous. Okay, we have one. Sentimental abyss. That's not a teaching of mine. Your own self. Ah, you're a warrior, mentally duress. I don't know what I went wrong, but yes, and now you're gone this way. You've crossed the line. This I keep mine. Trying to check whether the other game is in my whatchamacallit, in my inbox. Shrine Vision 5 foot and burn. I'm with the beard with the fence. What if I do? You know you're done this way. I think that's it. Enough of mind. Goodbye. You're not looking for a better. Okay. Honestly, I have more games that is part of the Choose Wisely festival than games that are part of Seago that contacted me. So we might watch more um teaser with game trailers for Choose Wisely than Seago, I guess. Okay, BRB for a bit. I must stretch my legs. sakit ng tuhod ko. I feel so old. I'm still eating leche plan. Okay, let me see. Let me try and show you guys my thing. What do you have in mind? We're gonna shoot for the skies. Everyone grab a harpoon and aim it high. In the sky, in the sky. Okay, let's pause the music. Switch to this. I only have two games to show, and we can watch, I guess, the game trailer. Let me move this a bit. This is a Merta. It's a zombie typing survival game. Um, I think it's already available, so you can check it out yourself already. Um, I'm checking if my volumes is correct. Oh, I think I played several games like this, but not really zombie games. I don't have the good keyboard for this type of game. Ouch. It would be fun if you have a good keyboard though. Honestly, I have a lot of typing game I wanna play. What do you mean you've eaten a lot of zombies? Okay. The other game is called Match More Purses. Match More Purses is a roguelike match 3 deck builder. Match your tiles to defeat enemies, gain artifacts to build synergies, and unleash powerful combos. Master your way into this unique turn-based RPG. Kill, death, unlock, repeat. No two runs are the same. No timers, no grinding, no mercy. Oh, you can request access or playtest for this one. So maybe you guys are interested in checking it out. Ah, oh, there's like the three upgrades. This looks addicting though. Like I feel like this is a game I could just sit here silently and play, turning off my brain. That looks fun. Much more pussies. Okay. Those looks fun. I hope I get to see more oh, I close windows. There we go. I hope I get to see more games. I will try to do like if I get more emails or if I have more things I guess na they're asking me to cover, and since I already have a set schedule I can't really change things. I'm not really, I don't like changing my schedules. But I'll just watch game trailers of the participating games. But yeah. So sorry chat. I don't have much I don't have much things to do, and I kind of wanna lay down or just sit quietly. My cramps is getting bad. My back is aching. My cramp is I'm suffering with cramps. Yeah, those kind of things. Let me go check out who else are streaming the Go 2025. Hopefully someone is using the proper tag so I can easily search. Bitch, why am I the only one? Is it too late? Everyone is sleeping? Is that it? The heck? Okay, that's fine. I think I have other people I know who is part of the event. And he's playing. Okay. I'll send you guys off somewhere. So please sit tight. Don't leave yet. Don't leave. Don't leave. If you leave, I'll be mad. I'll be sad. I'll cry. I'll start crying. But thank you so much for all the reads from Hera, Jitter, Trelo, Ruby, and Chaz. Thank you so much everyone who stayed for their community and everyone who is new to the channel. Please, if you haven't followed, I really appreciate it. I'm always streaming MWF at 10 p.m. unless I announce it otherwise. You can also check out my Discord server. I always ping my Discord members when I'm streaming. Sometimes I don't post on my social medias, but I always let my Discord members know. Other than that, you can check out my social media on my card. This is all things Tinenin. I have I'm very active on Twitter, but I also have an Instagram and a Facebook page. On my Instagram, I mostly post about my IRL and art most often. Stream related things and other online things are on my Twitter. I have my schedule out there, and honestly my free order of merch is also on my Twitter. If you guys wanna pre-order my PHVT merch, Cosmatsu entire catalog. Let's hope I finish more art. I guess I have a lot of things I need to draw first. Na paper based merch. So stickers probably. But yeah, thank you so much again for watching the stream. If you haven't, if you guys want to check out the community Discord server of my art group, we announced their giveaways, table announcement, maybe just sharing our art there most often. You can suggest what kind of merch we should be doing. If you have a fandom you haven't been seeing in artist alleys, you can request that we go, please draw my Oshi, draw this fandom, I haven't seen them much. Yeah, so you can suggest that in our Discord server. Other than that, you can also check Bayanihan. Bayanihan is a Discord server that I made for content creators, VTubers, creatives, and for supporters in general. You can chill there, find opportunities, host collabs, join collabs, and a lot of things. We do monthly events and collabs as well if you guys want to join in. We are currently doing a bunch of charity things as well if you guys want to support us with those. We have two charity events ongoing. One is for Philippine biodiversity for animals who are endangered or almost extinct. You can check those out in supporting those charity events. Other one is for the carol. It's a Christmas caroling event. You just have to submit your clip of singing a Christmas caroling, and we hope to help raise funds for the provinces that were affected by the typhoon that happened recently. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching the stream. I will be live again on Wednesday. We will be streaming what you call this? Two games on Wednesday. Um Probably 3 to 4 hours long again. And then next one is on Friday. We'll be playing It the Rich with a bunch of other Go 2025 participants from Bayanihan. Yippee! Thank you again, guys, for watching the stream. I haven't been streaming for a while, so I kind of forgot how this goes. Bear with me. But this is my raid message. Thank you so much again. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, but I'm pretty active on my social medias, so you guys won't miss me much. I swear. Hopefully my internet doesn't die again, so I don't have to cancel any streams. But yeah, copy the raid message. I'll be sending you guys off somewhere. Give them a follow if you haven't followed them, and please be nice to them. Um, I as far as I know, a person will rating is also part of Sigo 2025. But yeah, okay. Join the raid, everyone. There we go. Thank you so much again for watching the stream. I hope you had a fun hanging out with me with Death and Phyology. Go check out Death and Phyology, wishlist it, play the demo yourself, uncover all the endings yourself for me, and let me know how fun is it, or how do you get the other endings that I didn't get. Okay, thank you so much. Give them a follow, listen to the mods, listen to the streamer, and be nice and represent my community in the best way that you can. Have a good rest of your evening. Sweet dreams, sleep tight, and I'll visit your dreams tonight. Mwah. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.